Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. I hope you guys can hear me. We have another special guest here this week. You guys have seen him before. You know him. He's Christopher from Bricker Builds. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be on the stream.
We've already got Ashley is here. A bit upset I'm not doing the exact same thing. Yes, we're building Lego tonight. Ben is here, ready for an out-of-this-world live stream.
Flamation Shorts, how's it going?
Good to see you. Brickbender is here.
Hey, Brickbender, cool.
Hope you guys are having a great night. It's another Wednesday live stream. We were off last week, but this week we're back. And we've got Christopher here. We're building space tonight, of course, with the space shirts. We've got Benny here. Thanks to a haul that I picked up today. All of this is basically new. What are you going to be building on the stream today, Christopher?
So, yeah, I picked a couple city sets. I picked the mech, the space construction mech. I also picked out the...
Here, we'll do the close-up here.
Interstellar space... Ooh.
Yeah, there you go.
Interstellar
Show everybody. Ooh, ah.
And a personal favorite of mine, actually for the exclusive minifigure, but I'm going to be building the set, is the Tantive 4, what's it called? The Boarding the Tantive 4.
Boarding the Tantive 4. Chris's mic is much lower or possibly not on. Oh no, we've got the tech issues. It wouldn't be an Ant Banda stream without these. So give me a second here. Let's see. We're gonna give us a second. Bear with us. we're gonna do this. We're gonna repower it on. Can you guys hear me? Can we hear the music?
This is, if it's red, it's muted.
Let's see. It should be on. Let's see. Let me check here. How about now? Can you guys hear him now?
I can't hear myself. Oh no, I can hear myself.
Can you hear?
Can you hear?
What do we think? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear Christopher at the same volume that you can hear me.
Can you hear my voice?
Hello.
Oh, Yaz boy.
Yaz boy. Let me do this.
Or yeah boy Taz. Or is it Tazzy? No, it's Taz. Just
all right, we're going to go with this for a little bit. And then if anyone is watching and then you guys can't hear Christopher, we're going to switch to just my mic. Oh, yeah, they did the trick. Great. Okay. Thank you, Battery Powered Bricks. Let's go ahead and really quick show off. So Christopher's building the Boarding the Tantive 4. What do you think about the set? You haven't built it yet, but...
Yeah, particularly excited about the minifigures.
Yes.
I have been looking for ARC Troopers for forever. I'm a big clone collector, so...
We got 5s down there.
Yeah, my clone collection is pretty insane. I didn't bring it today, but this one's going to be a big addition, and I'm excited to build the rest of the set too, but I think the mech is probably going to be my favorite set to build. This looks...
Yeah,
pretty cool.
And then I am starting on the this big old boy, the what is this called? Modular Space Station. This is from the new City Space line. Very excited about these. I haven't picked up any of these so far. These will be my first ones. So I'm excited to build these. We can go ahead and break it out and get started though.
Okay, quick question. Do you guys prefer opening the box on stream? I'm going to be opening the box on stream, and Adam went for leaving it off stream.
I like to be courteous towards people because the bag / tearing open the box, I feel like it's not the pleasurable ASMR that we're all looking for. But I don't know. Maybe you guys like it.
How do I make it sound nice? I think
you could just like get a knife and give it like a satisfying.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I could get you some scissors if you want.
Can you guys hear that?
I don't know if they can. We're doing like Lego ASMR. We're only a few minutes in.
I'm just opening it very slow. Oh wait, yeah. Opening it very slowly.
Andre said, "Great set. I put 6 together." Are you talking about the modular space station? Because that's really cool. Yo, I'm trying to pick myself up some Alien Conquest. Let's go, Alien Conquest. I am a huge space fan. I have always been a big space fan. Oh, you are. I'm just talking over your ASMR right now.
I'm still open the box. Flamation Shorts liked it.
This is what you guys came for. Oh my gosh.
You guys thought it was the Lego bricks. It's the box opening. That's nice. I like that. I would sleep to ambient like
there you
sound.
Go.
All right,
there are people who do the building ASMR, and that always intrigues me. It's not something I'm into, but you know, more power to you.
Okay, we've got a tiny little sticker sheet. Looks like nice. 4 little stickers. We've got, it looks like one minifigure in here. All right, let's go.
This is your first time on an Ant Bandit stream.
Feels good to be on
welcome.
an Ant Bandit stream.
Yes, welcome. How is your week going? So if you guys don't know, here we'll do a little intro. Why don't you intro for everybody who doesn't know at the start of the stream who you are? Okay. What is your role at Brooker Builds, and what do you like to do with Lego? Just give us
okay.
Tell us who you are.
Well, who I am? My name's Christopher.
Who are you?
I've been building Lego since I was 4 years old. When I first got started, I was building sets. I remember the first set that I can remember is a Happy Meal from McDonald's.
Ooh, I love those.
It was one of the little Ronald McDonald 2x3 slope pieces.
Oh, with the weird printed characters.
Yep. And then another classic one for me is the UFO with the neon green dishes, the quarter dishes. Oh, hey,
look, it's James Nunnally, Bidet Fund
Bidet
2024.
Fund, all right. Yeah, contribute to the Bidet Fund to go straight to
That's
Adam's.
Right, you were here for Bidet. You kickstarted Bidet
I
Fund.
was the one who started the Bidet Fund.
For those
and
who
the Bidet
are
Fund is almost fully funded already.
Longtime fans of the Ant Bandit streams know that we had an ongoing donation goal for the bidet long time ago, and I still don't have one in my house, so we need to make that happen.
Yeah, I feel like there's already enough cash in the Bidet Fund. I think I saw 10 different contributors about
Listen, we have to fund the Lego sets to keep going, so we got to overcome the amount that we're spending on Lego every week in order to accommodate the Bidet Fund. But anyways,
okay.
So tell me about Brooker Builds and your involvement. Catch us up.
Yeah, I'll start a little bit even earlier than that. So got started when I was real young. I was building sets, and then I started doing a little bit of design work as I was, I say design work. I was just having fun when I was little. I was,
building Lego.
Yeah, 6 to 10 years old, just playing around in my room, having fun creating, little ships and mechs and stuff. And then I got into board game design. So this is probably middle school into high school. I was making different games. I had a lot of fun with my family building playing different board games, card games, the classics, and I was coming up with my own, and that was a creative outlet for me. But then it got into so my dad was in the film industry, and he had a Red 1 camera. So he let me use that one to shoot some stop motion animations. And as I was learning, I was making.
Wait, you animated on a Red?
My first camera was a Red 1. It wasn't mine, but
what?
I was animating on a Red 1.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
The original stop motion animations on my YouTube channel, Bricks Brought to Life.
Yes. Yeah.
They're way back when. They're a little cringy, but I leave them up there to show where I've come from. But yeah,
they
were shot on the same camera that shot Divergent, and I think it even shot. Was it the Epic or something? Some red
the
camera
Epic
shot
was what shot
Hunger Games. Okay, yeah. I was thinking of Hobbit. Maybe it was.
The Hobbit movies were shot. I can't remember what they were shot on.
Maybe it was.
I think they were shot on that special camera that was 48 frames or something like that.
Oh,
it was a special.
That's what I was remembering. Anyways, so I got into stop motion animation that was through high school. I was animating for my YouTube channel. Eventually, as my YouTube channel was starting to get some traction, I started working with a lot of different talented animators across YouTube at the time. Some of my friends now. So there was Brothered Workshop, Forest Fire 101, Zach MG, a whole bunch of really talented creators putting together various collaboration projects, and then we got to collaborate on a couple different projects that ended up on. So there was one of my claims to my claims of pride, I guess, was I worked on a collaboration project of a Rogue One trailer recreation.
Yes.
And it was.
This is I think what you're probably most well known for. Besides Bricker Builds, in the animation community, I think that's definitely one of the biggest things.
It was hype. It was with a lot of really, really talented people. It ended up on Brothered Workshop's channel, and then the behind the scenes visual effects breakdowns were up on my channel.
You even had some people share it too, right?
Yeah, so we ended up getting an email directly from Gareth Edwards, the original director of the movie, and he was like, "Hey, you guys absolutely knocked this out of the park. Loved this animation." He sent it to me and every single one of the animators on the project. That
so
was
cool.
that was a claim of pride for me. And then I also went out to where was it? It was Amsterdam or some conference, and I got to meet the vice president of Lucasfilm. And I told him about the project, and he was like, "Dude, I've seen it, and I freaking love that."
Everybody's seen it already.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was fun.
What's up, Lucas McCoy, the real Lucas McCoy?
Hey,
James is
how's
here.
it
We got
going?
both James in here.
Wow,
if you haven't seen
lots of
Chris's
familiar
animations, Ben said you are missing out. He needs to return. Will we ever see a return from Brickspot to Life, or is this possible if we peer pressure you enough into doing it?
I mean, the peer pressure is appreciated, but I think it will happen. It's just a matter of when I have the time.
Right. Yes.
I very much enjoy stop motion. I think the last time I did stop motion was with you. I think we were animating a Batman animation.
That's
for
right.
Lego.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I miss it. Whenever I do it, here's the thing. Lego animation takes a lot of patience.
Yep.
And when I'm doing it, I'm honestly not the most patient person. So the animating itself, when I'm doing it by myself, is a little bit grueling. But I love the payoff at the end of being able to see what I animated. And even if it's 6 hours of grueling work, then at the end I forget it all. It's probably like a small scale version of labor, it's really painful, but then you get to the end and all you remember is
you did
the
not
baby.
just compare labor to stop motion. Wait. All the women in the chat are gonna be freaking out. Tanner's here. Hi, Ant. How's it going? Jonathan said, I love stop motion. It's the goat. I'm a student of stop motion from the master right there, Ant Bandit, Lego Artistry by Andre, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I hope you're going to be at Brickworld as well. Got to meet Andre at Brickworld.
Awesome.
And but yeah, I definitely, whenever I think about stop motion, something I always tell people, because they're like, "Oh, so cool, you do that." I'm like, well, it's a lot of sitting alone in a dark room for hours on end, suffering in a dungeon, but the payoff is cool. So
the payoff makes it all worth it. I remember when I was animating a project for, it was a competition for Lego. I was trying to get an animation into the Lego Ninjago movie. It did end up getting featured in this tiny little cutscene when he's boarding the school bus. But I remember I spent, I think it was 9 hours animating a single shot. And
9 hours.
The tough part is that shot, it's really detailed. It's about a half a second long, but it's got all these moving parts and characters.
Yeah.
And on YouTube, you literally, by the time the play button and the on-screen overlays go away, the scene is done.
Yeah.
It was such a, oh man, I wish I had faded up from black or something. Cause
it's like the scene in Parks and Rec when Ben is animating. Have you seen that?
I have, yeah.
Stand
is
in
that
the
all I
place where
shot?
you live. Wait, that was it? Yeah. But nowadays, you've got your hands pretty full doing other things.
Yeah,
from your animation roots to continued on in the Lego community.
Yeah, well, one more stop before Bricker Build. So I was in college for software development at Taylor University. Good college, amazing computer science program. Love them. Yeah, excellent education. But yeah, I was inspired by my advisor actually to write software because he knew how much I loved Lego, to write software that helps me to create these animations in these expansive landscapes. So I ended up writing my own software called Bricker, and the software runs
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. It runs inside Blender, which is a 3D animation software, very popular, free to download 3D animation software. And so I ended up putting it up for purchase on the Blender marketplace. And James says, I compared that to Avatar.
To Leslie. It's such a classic
Hey, thanks
scene.
for the like, yeah, boy Taz. He just says, I left
a like. Thank you. Oh, hey, by the way, this is thanks to Taz. If you guys haven't already, please like the stream. Like it for Christopher being here. I really enjoy having all these guests. Usually James Nunnally, who's in the chat right now, is here, but we had Aubrey here 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to be having more guests on to just hang out and build. So thank you guys for being here, and really appreciate you guys just hanging out. So
yeah,
But yeah, as you were saying,
Yeah.
you worked on Bricker.
I ended up making a animated fireplace that you can put up on your TV and just kind of have it as a relaxing background as you have a nice quiet evening by yourself. Have
This was a college project. That was a college project?
This was a college project.
Oh, no way, I didn't know
So it literally runs 24/7 on an iPad in my bedroom, and it has for the past 8 years, I think. So that iPad has not shut off in probably 8 years. It's probably
wow.
puttering on its last breath. But
That's crazy.
yeah, so that was fun. Did a couple like expansive landscapes even with you.
Yes,
I did a couple projects with you, like a Harry Potter landscape shot where you're kind of zooming up on the Hogwarts castle and the whole scenery, the whole like river and the
those were some of our first things that we did together. Was
those are good times. Yeah. That was right when I had moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as that project progressed, and as I was actually spending a lot of time with you, getting inspired with all the projects you were working on, I wanted to put a lot more work into the software. And we were entering into COVID, and so at the time I had so much time on my hands, and so I would just sit down and write code and upload things to Instagram. Like I uploaded a random thing that I put together in Bricker. It was a 3D.
Bring back James. Let James cook Sad Boy Summer. James is very protective of his slot here, so he's been a very big boy in allowing other guests to come
very
in.
Thoughtful, James.
And yes. So
the seat is still warm.
Yes, you've left your mark, as some might say, James. So if you're a fan of James, this is not your week. Just leave. You can read his comments in the chat, but come back another time, and James will be here to entertain you. But we have if you're here for Christopher, this is the night to be here. So
yeah, as you can tell, I've been very focused on building, and I have completed an entire little.
Wow.
I don't even know what this is, engine or something.
This is the thing though. You'll get used to it. Building on a live stream, even if it's a tiny set, it takes ages because you're talking and you're thinking, and it's like.
Yep.
So
I'm experiencing it.
It happens. It happens.
But yeah, so
Fallon is more better than Kimmel. We have comparisons now to.
I mean, I agree on that one.
Wait, so that makes you Kimmel in this situation, but.
Well, I feel like I'm Fallon. Hang on. Nah, I'm Fallon.
I would honestly, between the two, I kind of disagree with that. I like Kimmel better than Fallon.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, Fallon's just kind of like he's the puppy of the two.
He is. I've seen a lot of people complaining about like his humor being like kind of forced, but to each their own,
I don't know. Whenever he laughs so hard at his own jokes, which is
that's what people don't like. It's kind of his.
I get that honestly, but I don't know. It just makes me feel like he's just having a good time.
Yeah, we've got our first build of the night done. A little pod ship of the ring station here. I really like this, the windshield on this. Like, look how dark that is. It's still see-through. That's like the new dark, black canopy. But yeah, these are all like attached to the ring with these little door things here. So there we go. Cancel Ant Bandit James. No. Do you hate Matt Damon? Listen, we're not gonna get into it. We're gonna just skirt around that topic. Let's talk about Bricker Bills though, because this is like a huge part of your life right now.
It is, yeah.
How did this start, and what do you enjoy most about like what you do at Bricker Bills?
Yeah, so it started because I was putting out just random projects on Instagram.
Bag break. It's so loud.
I like it. Not as good as a box open.
No,
box like slow tear. I didn't see a single comment about my efforts in making this a very ASMR
they can rewind. They can
experience.
Rewind and watch the slow tear of the box.
If you want to hear another slow tear box opening in a little bit, you better show me some love.
We'll do it's like an hour-long stream, and 30 minutes of it is just Christopher tearing boxes very slowly.
But yeah, so it got a lot of traction, and so I ended up realizing that people wanted to build things that I wanted to build. Like I wanted to build a massive clone helmet of Rex or Cody, and there were other people like it, including James Nunnally here, who I know At one point, James, you built, I think, the Rex and Cody helmet. Maybe one of them was
You
just
built a lot of them, yeah.
for us. But yeah, so lots of people wanted to build them, and so I started putting out instructions and started growing a team of people that were like-minded and just loved Lego and loved creating. And the
And
team
now
is,
an empire has arisen.
the team has grown to be an impressive force of creative people who love Lego and love creating at like a really high quality bar. And we build a community both on Discord as well as Instagram, and we go to conventions and get to meet people in person.
Yep.
It's been a lot of fun, and we put out tons of different life-size sculptures. Originally, when we were first doing it, I was creating sculptures in like my software Bricker, where we were creating these like 1-to-1 scale replicas of clone helmets and characters from different video games. We even did a life-size Captain America shield and Thor's hammer.
Yep.
The Thor's hammer was
before Lego released their own, by the way.
Yep. That was I want to
Respect
say
on the name.
Most likely an inspiration for the Lego set, if I had to guess, because it was. It was very
The Lego
very
designers
popular.
up in the Bricker Builds Instagram.
Yeah. But anyways, it was a really good time, and I don't get to do as much design anymore, which is I do miss it a lot. But
What has been? Let me put you on the spot.
okay.
And this is not like to any to speak poorly of any designer over another. What has been your favorite Bricker Builds product in the last year that you guys have put out?
Ooh, in the last year.
And also, let me just say, this is not a sponsored stream, by the way. Christopher is just a friend of mine here in Atlanta, so like we're plugging Bricker Builds hardcore. I knew this would happen. I've prepared for this, so you can use code AntBandit in the Bricker Builds website. No, I'm just kidding. But tell me, what is some of your favorite products that you guys have put out? Like for you personally, like as a fan.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, because you're a big Star Wars fan.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So in the past year, I think my favorite. Oh man, let's see.
I told you I was gonna put you on the spot.
It wasn't in the past year though.
It can be whatever. We'll just.
I'll go all time, and then I'll try.
Okay.
While I'm saying that, I'll try and think. But all time, and this is partly because it's closer to my heart because I designed it, so I got to slave over it. And I think when you slave over something, you like
have the
it
pride.
that much more.
Yep.
But I really like the Commander Cody helmet. It's a life-size 1-to-1 scale. It's literally like.
It's
like
huge.
Probably this big. It's huge. I find it to be a really clean design, so I'm proud of that one, and it still stands strong in our conventions, even though we don't sell it anymore, just because I'm really proud of it. But I think. Man, we've just been cranking out some really good stuff that is coming out in the next couple months, and that's really all that's occupying my mind right now.
Is there going to be anything? We've got Star Wars Day coming up. Is there anything Star Wars coming out?
We do. We have some Star Wars Day plans.
First.
Yeah. It's going to be. There's one in particular that I think is going to be really exciting. We're doing something that's limited run, so
nice.
There's only going to be a certain amount of people that are going to be able to get it, which is I think the first time we've. No, the second time we've done that. We did one with the Bo-Katan helmet. By designer Louis Meany, very talented designer from Australia. Louis Meany's back with another design, and it's going to be pretty
Very
sick.
nice. Jason Anders said, "Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss?" Like you just missed. Like Christopher did a backflip earlier when we opened the stream. He was like upside down midair.
It was during the right before the fade opened. So,
yeah. It was like as we were fading in, so you might have not caught the entire backflip, but you can rewind and see that. Care about questions. What kind of questions you got, Taz? Anyone want to play Fortnite right now? No. We're building Lego tonight. Though I have been playing a ton of Fortnite. Are you on Fortnite these days?
I was on a Fortnite stint for a while.
Yeah.
I moved houses and I don't have a TV in my new house, so I have not been.
You
playing,
don't have a TV in your house. How
it's
do you
a
watch
conscious-
your garbage?
It's like,
How do you watch your shows, your programs?
Yeah, it's a conscious decision. It gets me out of the house to see
Okay.
friends, to watch shows that I love, and it keeps me focused.
Oh, so you go over to other people's houses and watch shows?
Yeah, every once in a while, and I mean
that's a way to avoid paying for like subscriptions. You're like, whose house
true,
are we
yeah.
watching the Disney Plus exclusives at this year?
Yeah, but it also just helps me to focus because running a company, I don't
Yeah.
have a ton of free time. I'm like I always want to be accessible to everyone at all times, and so it means I want to spend a little less time wasting my time. So.
Do you watch anything on your laptop, or you like exclusively like a TV person?
I've been going through Friends for the very first time, actually.
Oh, nice.
Which
nice.
I'm very behind, obviously.
What season are you on? What season are you on?
I'm on 2. Spoiler alert, but
for this old TV show.
Ross and Rachel just got together, and then it's kind of falling apart, like within the span of like 2 episodes.
Yep,
so it's kind of
that'll
heartbreaking.
happen.
But yeah, and then I told my roommate, I was like, man, I'm kind of at the point where Ross and Rachel are figuring it out, and he was like,
just wait.
He was like, you got to be more specific because that is the entire season, the entire show.
Yeah, it is a classic back and forth.
I'm here for it.
Taz said, "What type of microwave do you own?" It's one that works. I don't know the brand, but it works. I find myself
sorry, James, for the spoiler.
Whenever I watch shows, like I feel like if it's a show that I care about, I have to watch it on a TV. Like there's something different about like a TV show versus like, you know.
I have a question. What are you building?
Oh yeah, there we go. Right, he's working on the space mech. I am working on here. Let me do this. Spoilers, said James. I am working on this bad boy right here. The Rang, Space Rang. Space sets. The new space station sits in it. Yes. We are cranking away on these. I have more space down here. We've got Friend space. We've got 4+ space. And then we've got also here. We can find a way to put him up right here. There we go.
Oh no.
I did have some luck today, and actually James should stick around for this. We can put this on a pause real quick. I'm gonna put this Rang on a pause because I went to Target today, and I was able to find CMFs early.
Ooh, I'm excited to see this too.
All right, here we go. There we go.
Ooh, look at that. Do you know what's in these? Did you scan the codes?
I did scan them.
Okay.
I did scan. And usually, I did leave plenty of CMFs at the store for people to, you don't want to be the guy who takes them all. I did, however, take all of the Ice Planet and Mtron figures. So, to anyone who is going to the Tucker, Georgia or Tucker, Atlanta Target, there's no Mtron or Ice Planet left. I got like 3 of each. There's 3 of each in here. But I'm very excited about this wave. And I wanted to crack these open on stream. I literally just got these today.
I'm all in on this antennaed strange haircut, man.
Your friendship has been disconnected. CMFs, you didn't call me back. What do you mean I didn't call you back, James? I don't know what you're talking about. We talked on the phone for a little while I was driving around. But I wanted to crack these open. I'm super excited about... Oh, here we go. We're starting off strong with the Mtron here. These release on, if you didn't know...
Look at that leg printing.
These release on May 1st, so this is a couple days early. You can crack these open if you want to, or you can keep on building. Do you know how to teleport? Only to your mom's house. That's the only place I can teleport. But I'm very excited about this. Obviously, like the Mtron and the Ice Planet guys are the ones that I'm most excited for. But yeah, what do you think about the series so far? Do you collect the CMFs? I feel like
I used to, and every once in a while they put out a series that I want to get in on, but I haven't been keeping up with it as much as usual. I've definitely been all in on Star Wars minifigs right now.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, but I love this one. This looks amazing.
I would love for them to do a Star Wars CMF at some point. I feel like that would be gangbusters. Mtron is definitely my favorite. Yes, Mtron is like probably my favorite of this wave.
Another penguin for your exhibit.
Oh yeah, here, hang on. We'll do the close-up. We'll do the close-up. There's the close-up. Show them the penguin. But it's a space penguin. It's not a normal penguin. Taz, like... I feel for you, man. But anyways, these are great.
Great hairpiece here.
Oh yeah, there we go. Show it off. Ooh, such a great figure. Let's see the helmet though. Put the helmet on. Put the helmet.
Yeah.
The helmet is so cool. I am not someone who plays Helldivers, but to me, this looks like a Helldivers character from the game. So cool. Best figure of the wave for sure. And then here is, oh, that's cool. The base plates for this series all have stars on them. I don't know how I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. It's like a little star print. Here is Imtron guy with a really cool like rubber piece around his shoulder there. That's a new mold.
Does the rubber disconnect? It looks like
it's like
okay. Yeah,
a
cool.
rubber piece there. Really cool. I'm glad that I got a bunch of these because these two. Look at the side printing though. Look at the side printing on his leg. Holy cow! I'm super happy about these. I have a huge Imtron collection of minifigures that thanks to our friend Donnie, who was kind enough to help me get those. But very
talking about
excited
Donnie from the West Coast, are you?
Yeah, the only Donnie we know.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Is Donnie here?
No,
even
no.
if like Donnie, if you
Shout
come
out to
back and watch
Donnie.
this later, I miss you.
Oh
Hope
yeah.
you're doing well.
Hope you're doing well, Donnie. Wherever you are. But yeah, what are characters are you excited for this series? Have you seen all of these yet?
Honestly, no. This is the first time I'm seeing them. These are sick.
Yeah, there's some really funky ones in here.
Yeah, I very much like the spacesuit. That's one I'm gonna be personally.
Like the classic astronaut.
Yeah, classic astronaut.
They have. I know the one that James is excited for is the Galaxy guy, or what is he? This guy, I can't remember his name. He's like Orion, because he's got Orion's belt. He's got like a clear shield.
Yeah.
Here's a look at the Imtron piece. It's like a magnet, of course, because magnet. There's a look at that piece, James. But it's like a hard plastic thing on the end here, and then it's got this like rubber tip, if you may.
Well, James's favorite figure is wearing some like ramen noodle gelatin.
Ramen noodle gelatin. Oh man, the ice planet's so cool. Look at that. I love this series. I think any series that has a good army builder in it is good. Like last CMF series, we had Basil. We had Basil the Batlord, and then we had a bunch of different. We had the goat in the last series, the new goats. But yeah, Imtron always strapped for real. Imtron is always strapped. Honestly, one of my favorite classic factions. I would love to get the Megacore Magnetizer at some point. That's like the classic Imtron vehicle. Big old wheels and the big canopy on it. I also like, for Imtron, we're going to nerd out here for a second, but their little canister is the same print that comes on their canisters in the original sets. So, can we name the space minifigures? Yeah, let's name them. All right, let's put a name in the chat for Imtron guy. What's his name? Imtron Soldier 522. Here's the thing: if you name them, then you get too attached to him. Like,
oh,
that's the thing.
And then what?
Virgo's here. Hey guys, I plan on picking up 2 Imtron guys with this series. Yes, the Imtron guys are absolutely incredible. Imtron and Ice Planet. I did get some others in here. I think there's 2 others. I'm pulling all Imtron. Let's pull a different one here. Which one? Oh, you're working on the mech.
Yeah.
There's another Ice Planet. I can do all these later. There was another one that I was excited for. Okay, here's another one.
There's progress so far. Got one leg.
His name is Pookie. Set down.
I like Pookie.
Pookie's looking straight fire right now. Have you seen that? the Pookie memes?
No.
That's okay. We won't get into it. We won't get into it. This guy is wild. Look at this. You've got like wings and look at that.
Oh wow. Okay, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
That's really cool. That head is. Oh, and the legs are they?
Yeah, those are the like bug legs, or I think they're the recolored fawn legs from long ago.
No way.
Or the Demogorgon legs.
Those are
Look at
awesome.
this guy. This is the. We'll put him on a stand. I think he's called Beetle Zoid. Is his official name?
That sounds about right.
Beetle Zoid.
Wait, so if you get attached to these characters, there was some imminent danger that you implied, and I want you to flesh this out.
Well, here's the thing: when you build an army, what do? You send them to war. So that's why they give them generic names, like so you don't get attached, like the clones. You know, it's CT.
Like the
CT
red shirts
so-and-so.
in Star Trek. You're
Exactly.
You just prepare for the fact that this guy's gonna die.
Exactly. Right. You don't tell him that, right? Like you talk about it in hushed tones behind his back,
right?
So he doesn't think that his fate is sealed.
You're the one guy that's gonna change the script on the red shirts.
Can we name one Adam Jr.? Oh, see, that's kind of like if he's gonna die in battle, though. That's even worse if his name is Adam Jr. We got this space alien tourist here. Ooh. Let me put the
got a cool little
flash
hat
on this camera. Yeah.
Is that like a turtle back?
It's like a backpack. There's the space tourist, the alien tourist. I like the head print on this one here. I'll show it off. He's got like a little gray alien face. I think that's super useful. I would like to get more of these just for the head, because I think those would be fun to use in like an animation or something. Let's name that one Obama. Martha Max Mtron. You guys are Holly Hammontree said no war. Listen, we're just two guys. That's what guys do. They go to war. You know, it's like give me a lightsaber. Give me a sword. Where's the battle? I'm gonna charge into it. I'm gonna be riding like the Rohirrim just at the next battle.
Okay, that's a vibe.
You know, like I will tell you the nerdiest thing. So what was it? I think it was on I went on vacation a few months ago, and I was out late one of the nights, and I was really tired the next morning. But you're on vacation, so every moment you can't waste vacation time.
Of course.
And I was like, I need to get motivated to wake up and go. And so what do you put on to motivate yourself to get up and go? You put on the Rohirrim theme, the Ride of the Rohirrim.
That'll do it. That'll overdo
For
it.
Orlangus to death. Yeah. So
I have to use that sparingly, or else I'll like charge off into war, and there's no war happening.
You can't stop him. Come back, Christopher. There's no war right now. Who's your space army going to war against? The Republicans. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. They're probably going to go to war against the Beetle Zoids. I think those are the most invasive of the species. Yeah, these guys look pretty intimidating here.
A whole army of those guys would be pretty epic.
Yeah. But yeah, it's such a cool series. I think I've pretty much gotten here. We'll take a look at let me pull up the. Here's a look. If you haven't seen it already, here's the list of all of the different CMFs in this space wave. There's like an astronaut. There's this guy here who's got like a bunch of aliens who've taken him over, which is kind of cool. He's called the Imposter, just like Amogus. And then we've got the space cadet girl. There's a guy with a UFO for a head. There's a space baby with a robot nanny, an android, Orion, and then
I would watch that TV show.
Which
Space
one?
Baby and Robot Nanny.
Space Baby and Robot Nanny. Yeah, what kind of show is that? It's like a rom-com.
I'm picturing a space opera, actually.
A space opera.
Yeah, I would watch that show.
Yeah, that would be fun. That Lego man has a yacht. Wait, which one has a yacht? Hang on. Wait, I didn't see any of them. They all have the same. I think it's probably the.
Bugman.
The Bugman, yeah. The Bugman does. He's got a little bit going on. Anyways, how's your build coming along right now?
Oh, she's coming along.
You're almost done. This is a small one here.
Yeah.
Let me zoom out a little bit.
I'm 2 legs and 1 arm in. I just put what is this thing? The arm, like a big old metal or like a fist. I guess you like punch things with it.
Yep. It is titled Space Construction Mech, so it's probably
he's punching
constructing.
Concrete. Yeah.
What about you? What have you been? What kind of shows, movies have you been watching lately? What's been your besides Friends? What are you watching? Or is Friends like consumed everything for you right now? Is that the main show? Like, are there any other movies you've seen lately?
One of my roommates is watching Yellowstone, which is pretty interesting.
I've heard of Yellowstone.
Yeah, it definitely kept me entertained. I kind of jumped in on like I think it was season 4 or 5. But
what is that one on again? What is that one?
It's about like the actual Yellowstone Park, and I believe it's like a fictional story of a family that owns the park, and they're trying to protect their territory, and all kinds of people are after them, and it's kind of like I don't know, it's like a modern Wild West kind of feel, at least for me in the couple episodes I watched. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was entertaining. Other than that, I went to the theaters recently and saw.
What'd you see?
Let's see. The first one would have been my mind's blanking. What's out recently? What came out like a month ago?
Well, let me tell you. I have no idea.
It'll come to me in a minute. But more recently, I watched Civil War.
Oh, I watched that too.
Yeah, and I know and I know a lot of people that either worked on it or even were extras in the film.
Way.
So I got the weird thing is I stuck around for the credits and I didn't see any of their names, but we'll see. Yeah.
They clearly didn't do a good job then. They got fired on day 2.
Yeah.
Brian is here. What's up, Brian? Virgo said, as for the space series, I have both ships, the mech and the smaller rover. Very nice. You've already got a full collection. Hello, Brian. Can you make a video on your Mtron and Beetle Zoid armies fighting? I mean, currently, if we can see the table, it would be a very small fight because this is the count of 3 Mtrons to 1 Beetle Zoid. They're doomed. So I need to increase my Beetle Zoid armies.
I was gonna say I would go out and buy some Beetle Zoids.
Yeah.
I want to see this animation happen.
Yeah, the Civil War movie was so good. I did not expect it to be
really
that good.
Same, and like there was that one scene. There's not going to be any spoilers here, but
yeah,
there was that one incredibly tense scene.
Oh yes,
it
with
like,
Jesse Plemons.
Yes,
yeah.
And there was a moment afterwards where you're just like, there's like a peaceful, like serene scene where you're kind of like the characters are recovering.
Yeah.
And I was needing that scene just as much as the characters. I was like looking at the sunset, and I was like. Yep. It's all gonna be okay. Measure your breaths.
My adrenaline was going so hard during that movie. It's like honestly, and maybe this was like just me, but I was like fantasizing about what it would be like to be in that situation. Like in a post-apocalyptic war scenario, you gotta like survive. And also I love the idea of like getting to use your creative talents. Also, it's awful being in war, obviously.
Yeah.
But like the idea of being a photojournalist in a crazy like time like that, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Well, they weren't the most intelligent characters. They would just like charge into battle like thinking they're immune, and like their press badge did nothing.
You gotta get the shot.
But no, it was really impressive, and I guess the moral quandaries of like, what do you do if you're like staring death or danger in the face and you're just
no spoilers, no spoilers.
Well, yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah.
What else have you seen lately? Have you seen anything else lately? I saw. Well, here I'll go next up. I saw Ministry of Back to War. Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which was really good. One. Henry Cavill's in it. It's the true story of this commander who leads a ragtag group of like rogues in World War II to take down the Nazi supply lines of this ship. And I didn't realize this, but they show this in the credits, the pictures of the real characters. The main character that Henry Cavill plays is what they believe the character of James Bond was based on. And so it's a really
When are we going to get a Henry Cavill James Bond movie?
Oh,
I would watch
cool.
that.
That would be cool, yeah.
I heard, maybe this was just a rumor, but I heard Henry Cavill didn't have much screen time in that movie.
He had plenty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I was just
he's the main character.
Misled, but.
There's a bunch of other side characters that don't really matter. He's kind of the best part of the movie.
As a quick aside.
Oh yeah, here, let's show it off. Here, let me zoom in.
Space mech.
Show it off right there. Pull back a bit, yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, he's looking real nice. I love this one.
Does it move too? Like.
Yeah, he punches.
He's got a puncher. Punch.
That's how you construct. You just punch things, and then you can pick things up with his claws.
Oh, that's cool. It's a cool little mech. I like the power supply. It's the same as the power supply. Here.
Okay, a nice little touch is that the power supplies. Yeah, it's got little
batteries on there.
Icon, but you can take them off, and then there's like a little
Oh yeah.
post. Unnecessary for the build, but I guess it just kind of looks like
Just shows off like where the power's going.
Yeah.
There's the same power batteries in the ship here. There's 2 of them, or 4, 2 on each side. Well, that's cool.
We got a little Wally-sized droid that came with it.
Oh yeah. Can we have Plush Benny hold a minifigure? I don't know if he will. Let's see. There we go. There we go.
We have
He's in his hand.
We have a fun little rock, like I don't know, excavation area or something, or maybe I'm just thinking too Mars mission, but or Rock Raiders.
We got JJ here. He wants that shirt. It's the Lego drip. Oh, what's up, JJ? This is JJ Lewis from the Lego Office Set fame. The designer.
Oh, hey.
Welcome, JJ.
Good to see
Always
you
good
here.
to see you. Hope you're doing well. I saw your Reading Rainbow set, by the way, which looks amazing. I think that's on Ideas right now. I'm not sure if let's see. He built this amazing like Reading Rainbow display with it's got LeVar Burton in it and all these characters and really
Cool.
cool
That's a
diorama
throwback.
build.
That's awesome.
Batteries, you say? You said battery powered bricks. Summoned him.
I am a big fan of this little rock thing because it's got 2 of these
We'll zoom in.
massive crystals, which is a very quick aside from my childhood. I would trade minifigures with my friends.
Oh, that's
these
right.
These were a form of currency in our little economy. So
The rarity, yeah.
they still have an emotional like value to me because I knew this would get me
yeah.
a nice looking minifigure right here.
Definitely like the chrome ones. Did you ever have the chrome ones?
I had a few. I believe I
traded them for minifigures.
I traded one for a minifigure, but I still have one.
Nice.
All right, I am probably off to my next set. Should I put this out so people can see?
Yeah, put it over just wherever is fine.
Yeah.
Anywhere is fine. I used that droid in a quick stop motion, said Virgo. Very nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this would make a really cool little stop motion character. It's just
he is
cute
very
enough.
posable. He's got a lot of like articulation.
He's got the movable arms. I'm sure you could pop like this out and have the eye move around a little bit. It's honestly, I see it. I see a little bit of emotion in there. He's got like
There you go.
what's
JJ
that?
said, "Thanks, bud. It's part of the 80s Ideas Challenge, so we find out on the 26th if it moves forward. That's soon.
Wow.
That's awesome. Hope you get in. Good. Best of luck to you.
All right, I'm gonna start. Well, okay. I
Which one are you gonna do
have a
next?
decision to make. I don't want to.
This is all you, man. I'm not going to influence you one way or another.
Okay. All right. Well, how about this? If the next comment is from Tanner, I'm building this guy. If the next comment is from Yeah Boy, I'm building this guy.
Who's going to comment first?
Adam, do you have any stop? Ooh, Adam, do you have any stop mo? Oh, it's Taz. It's Yeah
Taz.
Boy. So I'm building Star
There we
Wars
go.
set. But I do want to ask you. We have Over the Moon Films
Yes.
asking Adam, do you have any stop motion projects in the works?
That's so funny that you ask. Maybe. Technically, I'm not really allowed to share, but I am currently doing some commission work, some stop motion for a certain popular brick building company. So I am got a lot on my plate, though. I'm going to be. It's one of the reasons that we haven't seen any like real long form content on the channel so far. So I'm glad you guys are showing up for this stream because I haven't had any time to work on like any other content besides what I've been working on. But I do have some stop motion projects going on right now that I am hard at work at, and I'm excited for you guys to see it eventually.
I'm excited too.
I don't know when it's coming out, but eventually you guys will see the fruits of my labor. And that's pretty much all I can say. So
okay, this is your 10-second opportunity to tell me that you want to hear the most ASMR box opening you've ever
Oh my
heard.
gosh.
Otherwise, it's going to be just a typical run-of-the-mill box opening. There you go.
there is a delay too. So
All right, we'll give
that in
it
mind.
20 seconds.
Share, spill the tea. Listen, Ben, I can't spill the tea. It's not any, none of the stuff I'm working on is any new sets. So if that makes any sense. So, but I still, you got to respect the client.
Oh, you got some love from Lego The Office.
Mega Blocks. You're one of the best stop motion animators. So proud of you, man. Excited to see what you do next. Thanks so much, JJ. I appreciate that.
Okay, we have some ASMR love.
Are we doing this?
I
Are we
love
doing
you
the
all.
ASMR?
Yes, we
All
are
right.
doing it. Here we go.
This is for you guys.
This is for you. Here we
You
go.
gotta do
We're
it
gonna-
close to the mic though. You gotta do it close
I'm
to the
gonna
mic.
start with this corner over here. We're gonna go real slowly.
Oh my gosh.
We're just gonna keep. You wanna do some maybe like 30 seconds of silent ASMR?
Oh yeah, here, hang on. Let me mute the music. I don't know if you guys can even hear the music right now. Let me do this here. All right.
Your boy's doing dishes. I'm gonna make your dish doing that much better. Just wait.
Everybody listen. It's so quiet that I can't even hear it. Ooh, the crackling. Wow. Incredible. I feel like I shouldn't be reacting. I should just be letting the content speak for
let
itself.
it happen.
See, if this were me, I would just be like, you're enjoying this as much as they are.
Oh, I'm enjoying
you're
it
just
probably
like-
more than
You're
that.
just like, do you do this at home? Is this how you build at home as well? Or oh, there we go.
Okay, Tanner can die happy. I'm glad. I'm gonna go ahead and open this box. All right, here we go. Going in on Star Wars.
Make sure you don't leave any pieces in the bags. I will say, I'm not going to say what it is, but JJ and also to everybody else, I have a current, I can't say what it is, so I'm not going to say what it is, but I have a current land review set that I'm doing for Beyond the Brick, and it is the first set I've ever seen that has entirely paper bags. So I thought that was really interesting.
Cool.
But basically, like Lego, if you didn't know, has been trying to switch over from plastic to paper for ages, talking about it. And finally, in this new set that's coming out at some point this year, they have fully switched over, which is really cool. So
Wow.
we cannot say what it is. We're not going to say what it is.
Did they say 2025 way back when was when they're gonna make the full switch?
I think it was like it's been gradual. Like some of the paper bags have been showing up in certain sets, but not the entire set, basically.
Right.
So
All right, we have bag one. We have my personal favorite, 2 minifigures, and we also have, let's see, by the time we're done with bag one, we're gonna be looking at a bunch of just groundwork. It's not gonna be that interesting.
Taz
just
said,
yet.
"Dude, I swear your live streams are the only chill ones on YouTube." Dang, what live streams are you watching then? Like yelling at the we got Lego ASMR over here. We're just slowly opening boxes. It's super chill.
Here we go. Here's where we're headed.
There we go.
This is the end of bag one, so I'm gonna be building that right there.
Definitely need to find that Fives minifigure when you get to it.
Oh heck yeah! That's the whole
JJ
reason
said, "Oh
bought
yeah, I
this
saw
thing.
the paper bags were finally coming into rotation. I wanted them in my set because Dun & Mifflin is a paper company. That would have been perfect. Like the fact that there was no paper in the paper company set is a tragedy." Hey, are we getting another set of CMFs this year besides the space one? Yes, we are. I think this has not been announced officially yet, but with the D&D set, there's going to be a line of D&D CMFs as well, and that's leaked out there. So
I don't
we've
play
seen it.
D&D, but man, those sets look cool. I would love to build a mimic. I just didn't get it.
You should definitely. You would have a lot of fun with D&D.
I'm loving this piece. It doesn't need to exist.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just 2 1x1 plates stuck together with a hole on top. but-
That is officially known as a block.
Okay.
There are bricks, and that is a block. It is
Okay.
2 studs high, but the best use for it, and I think you'll see in the set, is you can put a bar through it.
All the way
So,
through. That is cool.
that
I
is
was,
the-
yeah, that is
the
useful.
benefit to that.
I like it. I saw one piece in particular in this set that I was very, very excited about. Let me see if I can find it.
Question for you both. Have you ever thought of trying to submit something to ideas? That's a great question, JJ. I'll speak for myself. And I know we're talking to someone here who has successfully crowdfunded a set and gotten the support for it. I think the process of designing a set sounds great. That sounds super fun. It's the legwork that it takes to get like the support behind it that it kind of makes me nervous. Like I think I would definitely do it at some point in my Ant Bandit career if I had enough people like following me to help me get that initial boost. I know that a lot of other content creators kind of rely on, other people to help them, get their ideas, projects into 10K. But yeah, maybe someday. I definitely think that, like, personally, I'm more interested in, like, just making good video content as opposed to, like, a set. But I definitely, I think that's something that I would do at some point in my Lego career, but not anytime soon. It's just a lot of work to.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Robots doing the splits.
Dude,
Alright,
yeah, but yeah, what about you? Would you design a set for ideas at some point? Would you ever do that?
I have no plans to currently. I've definitely heard that suggestion 100,000 times, but I don't know. I like doing my own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
I mean,
shame for those who do. Like, I think it's really cool. It's a huge achievement to, like, be
my gosh,
able
it's
to
incredibly
do that.
impressive. Like, yeah, there's definitely no shade. To your point, it's just a lot of work to muster up the support on a platform that is designed exactly for that, and so you gotta really go all in on your socials and everything to make it happen.
JJ did it without even, like, a huge following. Like, he did 10,000. He got into the 10,000 club 3 times, and he's not even a content creator.
Incredible.
Which is incredible. It just speaks to your skill as a designer, JJ, and, like, your talent behind your builds. So
lots of people love him. That's yeah, that's awesome.
We have some of the new idea sets coming out. I'm very excited about. They're doing, of course, we have the Cullen House coming out, which is kind of wild that we're getting Lego Twilight. But I am very excited to see what that looks like. The one that I'm excited for is the Jaws set. We're getting a Jaws boat with the shark and a bunch of characters. That is going to be a day one buy for me. I have always been a massive fan of that movie, and like, just as a filmmaking fan, like, that movie is so influential. Peak Spielberg, and I'm very excited about it. Chris makes his own sets. He's probably okay not doing an idea set. This is true. He does have a whole business built around selling Lego already that's very successful. So I think he's good.
It would be fun. There is a world in which I do it one day. But man, it's finding 10,000 people, and then it would be fun to work with Lego on a project. But
it is a lot of work.
All right, we have our first minifigure. Can I get the close up?
Oh yeah. We'll do the close up.
They're identical. I'll show the
We got
two.
the Rebel Troopers.
Yeah, we have 2 Rebel Troopers. They are very similar, but definitely not identical to the Rebel Troopers I got from Battle Packs way back when.
I was gonna say they look almost like the helmet mold is the same.
The helmet mold is this.
Because they
I
had
think
that
it's the
original
same,
Rebel Trooper
yeah.
Battle Pack.
The face is definitely slightly different. I don't believe it was double printed. It's got a printing on the front. That's the back. On the back and the front. They're only slightly different. One of them, he's just grimacing like he got stabbed with a lightsaber, and the other one is just Happy Bill, the Rebel Trooper.
We got Taz. What are your opinions on old people?
That is very timely. A random anecdote, but my friend posted a story sequence of, like, how old people are, like, getting the shaft nowadays, and I was like, oh.
Yep.
I
didn't know where that was gonna go. Very timely. I didn't know if you were gonna say. I just had an old.
I'm an
family
old
pass
person
away.
now.
I'm
so
also an old person.
I've been feeling it. No.
You are talking to 2. Like, you're. When is your 30th, by the way?
Let's see. 2 years from now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're so young. So young. So viral.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know?
enjoying my 20s. Yeah. It's a good time.
I remember when I was young.
I think some old people just
what is he gonna say, guys?
I think some old people don't know how to use technology, and other people don't know how to use technology because they don't try. Some people don't know how to use technology because they try, and some people really know technology, like my grandpa, who he's like he's 98, 99 years old. And he kills it on like PowerPoint, and he's like flipping out his iPhone,
that's
texting
so
me
cool.
like encouragement in the morning. So
That's great.
I'm a big fan of old people, but you know,
There's the quote. There's the soundbite. All right, good night, everybody. I'm a big fan of old people, he said. I also am a big fan of old people. But I think that that's a big thing for me is like, I have a lot of respect for people who, as they age, like do their best to learn and adapt. I think, you know, having the ability to like adapt with something that was baked into us, because like we had so much change with technology, and so we learned like every year there's some new thing that you have to learn how to use, or like, you know, whether it's technology or like social practices or trends. That's kind of like
changing.
baked into us, and it's something that people who are of the last generation didn't have to adapt
Right.
as much as we did. And so I have a lot of respect for people that do their best to stay current with. I mean, my grandma is a texter as well, so I like getting texts from my grandma, and I think that's always good to see.
Lego for Virgo, what kind of old people are you?
Hey, I'm an old people. Oof, yeah, when those 30s hit, everything starts falling apart. That's how it goes. Oh, man. Yeah, you'll understand. You'll understand someday. I definitely, I think, you know, like, listen, as an old person, I think, you know, I'm 31 now. Like, you don't, you know, you're in your 20s. It really does fall apart. Like, people make jokes about it, and there are memes out there of like, you know, me getting out of bed in the morning, and it's like crack, 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 everything. That is for real what happens.
Oh,
it just
man.
one day, it just, you know, especially if you're not like taking care of your body, which you're pretty active, like you work out and stuff, and so you'll be fine. But you know, if you're doing like a sedentary life and you're just working at your computer, one day you'll try to stand up and you're not going to get up. Or you start making the involuntary noises, which I do now.
Oh no.
Which is like, you know, here, let me demonstrate for the it's like,
oh man.
You know, it's like a little bit of a breath out as you stand up, you know? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm familiar. I heard that I heard before the stream started that you might have had a pretty incredible physical accomplishment recently. What was this?
I'm trying to fight the old. I did over the weekend. I ran a 5K.
Impressive.
Thank you. It's been a while since I ran a 5K. Let's see. Ben said, we're not that old, but when I see people posting Lego sets from 2010 to 2014 as old or classic, it makes me feel old. That's exactly how I feel. Oh my gosh. I feel this way because, and this is not to gatekeep, I love Power Miners. I think Power Miners is great. But I grew up with Rock Raiders, and every time someone says, oh, I love Power Miners, I grew up with that when I was a kid, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, I feel one.
I had the OG Rock Raiders, but
yeah, I played the game. I had the animation on a CD. I think it was like a video game CD, and it had like one of the special features was the cutscene from the start of the game.
Yep.
Man, I watched that so many times.
Explorer, I think.
Oh, can you scroll up on the chat real quick? We had a.
Oh, let's see. Adam is going to be a hip oldie, said JJ.
Extra bricks, old people. Where we wouldn't be here without them. So true.
It is
so
true. Yep.
Old people, we will be them.
Do you think? Here's a question. Do you think you'll still be building Lego when you are?
I plan to stop building Lego at age 99.
That's when it says on the box.
I know. Yeah, you kind of got to stop at that point, or else it's dangerous.
You know what I'm just realizing? I feel like I've built this set incorrectly, and I'm really worried.
It looks pretty good
it.
from a quick glance.
Let me see. I feel like I'm trying to look at all the different. Yep, I think I did. All right. Well, we're gonna figure this out. These rings have to be oriented a certain place. I sometimes think about that because a lot of times, you know, especially with content, like people, somebody said the other day, like the lifespan of a content creator is about like 7 years. And I think about that, like, will I still be doing this in 7 years from now? Like, you guys tell me. Like, I feel like I really enjoy doing Lego, and I enjoy doing Lego content. So I would hope that I'm still doing this in like 10 years, even when I'm like 41 basically. I want to be that 40-something guy building Lego on YouTube. I think that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I think
I have the secret.
You have the secret to getting old?
You just sit down and wait.
Oh,
no,
okay. It's time travel. Very slow time
I have
travel.
the secret to making Lego a passion of yours for the rest of your life.
Oh, okay.
And I've cracked the code. Here's the thing.
Oh my gosh.
And I even told you early on the stream, at every phase of my life, I've found a different, unique way for what I care about at that phase of my life to show its head in my Lego passion. So,
Okay.
for example, when I was little, just building, being creative, building from an instruction manual, getting used to tactile things, getting creative. Then it was designing, taking that creativity to the next level and owning it myself. Then it was board games. I was really into board games, and so I would build a Lego board game, and I would come up with the rule set, and then we would play with the minifigures. Then it was collecting, and so I would collect minifigures, and I was starting to learn about commerce, and so I was taking little diamonds and crystals and creating currencies and having fun with my friends trading, and it was a great way to be social.
Nice.
By going over to my friend's house and comparing our collections and trading. Then of course I talked about stop motion and the film industry and all that, and then of course it was software development, which is a big passion of mine even today, and I get to do Bricker coding. Even this past weekend I was doing some coding on my Bricker software just for the heck of it. And then of course getting into business and trying to do life and afford a house and stuff. I get to run a business and not to mention my goal in running the company is to inspire people and to be able to provide for my team and to inspire leaders and creatives, and that's a great avenue for that. And Lego runs through everything that I just said.
That is one of the best things about Lego is the fact that there's so many different ways to enjoy it, whether it's animation or you're building just big old butts out of bricks. You can do whatever you want, whatever floats your boat. Let's see. Lego the Office said, would you build Lego on YouTube with your kids? I probably not.
Kids, why not? What if your kid was really into YouTube and they were wanting to start their career?
If I had kids, I would, but I don't see kids as a part of my future. I have nothing but love for kids. There's your quote. You love old people. I love kids. Totally out of context. But no, I don't see myself ever having kids. It's just not something that I have wanted for myself. But if I did have kids, if I already have kids, I would definitely include them as part of my hobby.
Do you have any desire to connect with children in any way? Actually, to inspire or
yes.
to
Yes. I will say I've had
pour into the younger generation.
So many great experiences with meeting younger followers on at conventions. At Atlanta BrickCon, there was a young guy who came up and was like, "Oh man, I've just started doing animation because I saw your tutorial," and I was like, "That is so cool." So I definitely feel like I love the ability to inspire kids to do what I wanted to do when I was a kid. So I think that definitely scratches that itch for me, if that means anything. Kids are bad, is what Dad said. Listen, I'm not gonna come out here and say that, but you said it. I don't disagree with that, but they're not bad. But if you're a kid, we love you. You're welcome here.
Lego 4 Virgo says, Adam, I'm 60 and I've just started getting into Lego over the last 4 years and stop motion the last 2 years, and you and Brotherhood Workshop have a lot to do with that. That's awesome.
Man, that's awesome. That means a lot, Virgo. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that Kevin has been good for you too. Kevin is you basically inspired both of us to do a lot of what we do these days. So.
Yeah. I was also inspired by the likes of what's his name? Fancy Pants with his clone training center.
I love Fancy Pants.
Yeah, that was the OG inspiration for me.
There is countless hours of really great Lego content out there from people who have kind of gone under the radar in the last few years, or have kind of passed on the Lego hobby. They're moving on to other things, but there's so many different really cool creators out there who have done some amazing influential brick films that that both of us grew up with.
Yeah. If
I gotta go, Ant, but great stream. Never stop building. See you later, Tanner. Thanks for stopping by.
great to have you here.
Let's see. Tacit. I'm 0.001 second old, and you're on YouTube. Wow.
Did you read this Playmation Shorts comment?
I get that there's always a new way to connect and enjoy Lego. Building, collecting, mocks, video content, stop motion, custom figs, and parts literally so diverse. That
Absolutely. And also, yeah, Ben, you have some pretty inspirational stuff in just about all of those realms. I've seen your mock designs and your animations.
We got to see the next installment of the A New Hope. You know, he's working on that video still, the recreation of
right.
A New
Yeah.
Real quick, we got to check out the ring ship is coming along. This is a really cool build. I really like these big gear pieces. Like, there's got to be some really cool functions and mechanisms that you can build with those.
David Pagano, absolutely. My gosh, David Pagano's work was incredible. Got to meet and hang out with him in New York. We got to do an animation together.
Oh, that's right. You went over to his place. I was gonna ask because you did that several years ago, right?
Yeah, it was many, many years ago. He was in a kind of a warehouse space with Sean Kenny, who no longer lives in the United States, but at the time I believe he was a Lego. Man, why am I blanking on the name?
LCP.
LCP.
Certified Professional.
He's no longer. I don't even believe in the LCP program anymore. At one point
Sean
he was.
Kenny, is it?
I don't think so. He's definitely not on the U.S. one. But anyways, he had a shop with him in Pagano, and so I got to go tour and meet him, and yeah, he's a really nice guy, like very very kind to be able to let me join him for a stream, and we made a cool little fun project together, and you could kind of see the blending of our very different animation styles in the animation, because I was animating the character and he was animating the big Godzilla character. And yeah, there was definitely some differences. Like, I use a lot of sticky tack to get a more fluid motion, and he would get a bit more of like a Lego blocky approach. And they paired really well together, and I like how it turned out. So if you guys want to see it after you finish the stream, it's or if you gotta go, feel free to catch that later. But it's if you look up,
it's on his channel, right?
It's on his channel. It would be Paganimation, Godzilla. That'll probably pull it up, but you can also throw in My Name Christopher or Bricks Brought to Life.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
I love David. I know he watches these sometimes, or like still messages me on Instagram every once in a while. He was a big inspiration. He had the Little Guys in Space. You remember that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I still support him on.
That was a classic animation.
Yeah.
I got Dave Pagano's book on Lego stop motion. Hey, there you go. I have that too downstairs. A New Hope is slowly making progress, but I have not stopped, said Ben. There you go. Never stop. We got to see that completed someday. Ben is working on some really cool Indiana Jones mocks as well.
Oh, okay.
You've seen on Instagram. Very excited to see those at Brickworld, by the way. That's going to be really cool.
I'm excited too. That sounds hype.
You're going to be in Chicago this year, right? Like,
I will be. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to it. Chicago is the convention that I grew up with.
Oh, that's right, because you grew up in Chicago.
I grew up in Chicago, and so every year we would go to I think it was Father's Day every year. So we would go and see all the amazing creations, and it was always inspirational to me as a kid. And I would enter the film the film festival.
Brick Film Festival.
Yeah. So that was a good time, and now I get to go as last year we were the presenting sponsors, so that was really fun to be able to kind of come full circle from being inspired to then inspiring others. So that was really fun.
The Brickworld booth at Chicago is always massive. So
it's a Brickworld booth.
The Bricker Builds booth at Brickworld, yes, is always impressive. So yeah, very excited for that. I think Brickworld, to me, I don't know how you feel. You've traveled a lot for conventions in the last year and a half or so.
So much.
Like,
it's a good time.
Brickworld is always my favorite convention to go to. Like, it is.
The displays at Brickworld are always insane. People really pull out every stop in their displays, and it's always this expansive convention center. I mean, Chicago is the shining star of them all.
Yeah.
And you just got all these incredible people who are all there to be a part of a community and to inspire others, and it's exactly what I'm there for. And so
it is very much like the best, in my mind, the best community like event. Like, just being able to like hang out with everybody, and also like, I don't think there's really any other event besides Brick Fair Virginia where I spend that much time like doing community stuff. Like this year I'll be there like Wednesday to Monday. It's a long, like it's a long convention, and you get like a lot of chance to just hang out and like just chill with like Lego internet friends, which is like my favorite thing. So.
I have a lot of love for a lot of conventions. There's some really excellent people out there. Some excellent. There's Brick Convention we get to go with. There's there's Brick Fan Expo. Both of those are phenomenal, run by phenomenal people. So if you see those, definitely go.
Yes.
And you'll see the Bricker Builds booth. You might see me there. You'll definitely see members of my team we've got Aaron Crumbly, who
shout out to the Crumble Master.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Crumb Man.
Really great people. Not just on our team, though. I do really love our team. But throughout the convention, and the people that run these conventions are all just lovely, inspirational people.
I just bought my tickets. I have not announced this on social media yet. I'm going to Brick Rodeo.
Oh, exciting!
Is that one that Bricker Builds is going to be at?
Most likely no, unless you're the organizer of Brick Rodeo is watching this and wants to get us there. No.
Hey, hit us up. I'm very excited. I have not been to Brick Rodeo before, but I'm excited to go and hang out with my friends out there, all the Austin people. There's like so many Lego creators in Austin. You've got Rob and Gene and Josh and Ross and Emily, and
it's a good crowd.
Like, so many people. So I'm excited to like actually get to see what Brick Rodeo is like. That's another one that's very community focused from what I've heard. So I'm excited to check that out. And then I would love to go to Brick Fair Virginia this year. I know you've been to Brick Fair Virginia, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was your experience like there?
Very impressive displays. We haven't been able to go for a while. It was actually the first convention that we went to.
Yeah.
It was a really great experience that first year, just kind of sharing.
That Bricker Builds went to. Yes.
That Bricker Builds went to. Just kind of sharing what we did for the first time to an in-person community rather than just online and social media. It was really special. We captured a lot of pictures of like the look on people's faces when they saw the Captain America shield in person. And man, like even just looking back on those pictures just makes me really happy and thankful for the inspiration that we get to.
We got Batman 5 in the chat who said, "What movie are you most excited to see this year?" That's a good question. This is one of those questions where like I instantly forget all movies that are coming out.
Well, mine's easy. I'm a huge Planet of the Apes fan.
Oh yeah.
I did not know until college just how incredible this series was, and so
so good.
I watched the first one, which was great. It's the least incredible of them all, but it is incredible.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I didn't realize it, but I was watching in a way that I didn't have subtitles. Not only the normal subtitles that you can enable, but also the subtitles that are built into the film. I don't know why they weren't there, but
what did it look like?
I was about 20 or 30 minutes into this would be Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
And the entire first act of the movie is all apes talking to each other and grunting. And there was no words. That's why it was. I was watching it with the part of the screen and the subtitles was cut off on the like below my screen, and
That's
so hilarious. I was like, is this a joke? Like I'm just like 20 or 30 minutes in, it was just like ooh, 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 ooh. Like for like it just made no sense, and so I turned it off, and then. At some point later, someone said they liked it, and I was like, fine, I'll give it another chance. And I turned it back on.
You watched the entire movie with the subtitles like that?
Yeah, I did. So by the end, I had a better time than I think I would have without it, because it just emotionally connects you to the apes in a different way, because you don't fully understand what they're saying. You interpret it purely through body language, and that makes the performances shine that much more. So
I didn't understand any of it, but I felt their emotions.
I felt it, man. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I mean, I can spoil. Right?
I'm very excited for the new Planet of the Apes myself.
It looks incredible.
Yeah.
It looks incredible.
The
and
trailer.
The CGI and the motion capture and all that is also really impressive from a film.
I just recently watched the first one in the plan to go through all of them before the next one. I've seen them all, but I think I missed the last one. I don't think I saw the most recent one, but I want to go back through and rewatch them. So I started with the first one, and I gotta go through. They have them out on streaming right now, so they're obviously
which
planning. Dawn and I think is it War?
That's the third one.
That's the third one. All of them are streaming on different platforms. So.
Oh, different. Oh, okay, cool.
I saw Dawn on like HBO or Netflix or something. So.
Next time you go see Dawn, just pay attention to how little they actually say in English.
Okay.
It's remarkable.
I should do the subtitle. Do you usually watch stuff with subtitles?
No. And these are like the subtitles that you would have seen in the theater.
Right.
But like no,
they translate for the characters.
Right. The only time I do is if someone's sleeping in the other room or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have chosen it, but now that I've seen it that way, I'm so happy because man, the performances shine.
It is very interesting to me how, like, I think only recently in the last few years have I met people that swear by watching things with subtitles on. And I don't know what it is. Like,
yeah, I don't understand that.
There are certain shows I think that like
pulls your eyes off of what you're supposed to be watching.
Right, like not only that, but like I don't know, I like the ability to like just focus on the visuals too. Like if my brain is reading left to right the entire time, I do that in anime all the time. But I think in that context, like when you're reading like subtitles in an anime, it's different. Like I can do both. But yeah, I don't understand. People who swear by the subtitles.
I will say I did.
Does anyone in the comments do this? Because I'm very curious, like the reasoning behind it.
I did grow up with a friend who was mostly deaf, and so I did grow to appreciate it for that reason.
Yes.
But yeah, aside from that, it's.
Bricknack said, "Yeah, Yahoo!" Very nice. Very.
And
well
then
said.
Everyone went deaf.
But yeah, this is for people who like don't have hearing issues too. Like they just enjoy with subtitles. I will say there are certain shows that these days are incredibly hard to understand. Like the action like mix is so loud, and then the audio, like the dialogue of the characters is so like the volume is so low that
what did I watch recently? It was Snatch. Have you seen Snatch? It's with wow, I'm blanking on the most. Who's the most famous actor of the like early 2000s?
That's a broad range.
Gosh, why am I?
Who is the most famous actor?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Okay.
Anyways, it's starring Brad Pitt, and he's got this like really like thick. What kind of accent is that? It was like
a British accent or Australian accent?
It was like backwoods, like not southern, but it had like a heavy drawl to it.
Okay.
And I think they literally introduced him as a character that no one could understand, and they really leaned into it. So I needed the subtitles for that one, but yeah.
Don't you hate when you get to the end of a thing and there's like extra pieces that definitely go somewhere, and you don't know where they go?
We have Lego 4 Virgo says, I do subtitles of K, and then it's cut off by this heart. K-pop?
K-dramas on Netflix. Yes. See, that makes sense to me. What's your most anticipated movie of this year? See,
didn't we already answer that?
Yeah. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm trying to think about what else comes out this year. Right now, I will say I'm just fixated on Fallout. Are you watching Fallout at all? Have you seen this? It's so good. I don't know if you guys are watching this, but the Fallout show on Amazon and is just it has been a long time since I've seen a show that's like super entertaining and just a rich world that's really like I'm really excited to go back to every time. So
that's a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just and the writing is super funny. Like the characters are really hilarious, and I never really played any of the games, but I've watched like playthroughs of the Fallout games, so I'm familiar a little bit with the world. But other than that, like I'm just loving that. Oh, here we go. They go on the minifigure. Aha.
Let me do an update of this.
Yeah.
Fairly boring build that I'm making. It's a platform for the Tantive 4. In case you're new to the stream, this is what I'm building. I'm building the boarding the Tantive 4.
The hallway.
Yep, and I bought it specifically for this ARC Trooper 5's minifigure, which just looks incredible. But there's a lot of other great minifigures in it, so I'm building bag 1. So far, I've just built those 2 Rebel Troopers on the bottom. Yeah, it's coming along. It's gonna get more interesting once I start going up vertically.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, boy, how can we help you?
5. Help! Are you trapped? Have you fallen and you can't get up? Yeah, Fallout is great. Also currently enjoying Bad Batch as well, which is, I need to watch the new episode. I'm not caught up. Very excited to see how the show kind of like wraps up the story. I think it's kind of time for the Bad Batch to end. I feel like it's definitely like, I feel like every episode so far lately has been just kind of plotting us towards the ending of the show, and
That's why I'm a little bit behind, as I heard that was happening.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it. I watched the entire Clone Wars. I watched the very first episode of Clone Wars the day that it came out, like live. So I was committed to that one, and I'm committed to Bad Batch.
Nice.
But I don't know. I'm not like itching to watch it if it's just, you know, filler episodes.
Right.
So I'll catch up.
Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Like, it's for fans of the Clone Wars especially. It's like the perfect show. But what I am excited for is Tales of the Empire.
Oh my gosh, yes!
I'm
Tales of the
so
Jedi was
excited about that.
incredible. So I'm ready for another one.
They just put out a clip. I saw somebody shared it today of the Grievous episode where Grievous fights the Night Sisters. And I'm
Oh my gosh!
this is everything I want. This is so cool. So,
that's gonna be hype.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. I love the Tales of the Jedi. I thought that was a great series, and I think this is like the perfect way for them to keep like filling in lore gaps. Is to do these like anthology series.
I'm ready to be done with the whole cloning thing now. I feel like
with cloning.
the whole thing is just like trying to make sense of the sequels, and I'm like, let's just forget those existed.
Yeah, they are doing their darndest to connect the sequels with the cloning.
Yeah.
I will say, for the best thing about the Bad Batch, season 3 so far has definitely been the villain. Hemlock, I think, is a great character. I would love to see him in live action. I think he's really cool.
I did like what I've seen of him so far. He's very dynamic. He's got a lot. Like I love when you can tell a character's motivations and they're not like black and white. They're like.
Yep.
If a villain can be related to, even if it's awful, his choices, I just love that.
Yeah, I definitely relate to enslaving and capturing clones and running experiments on them to create the perfect Emperor Palpatine clone.
Yeah.
I can personally relate to that.
Yeah.
The other show that I'm watching right now that I'm really excited about is X-Men 97. Have you watched this at all?
No, I haven't.
Ooh, it has been good. I wasn't a huge fan of the last week's episode, but I am excited to watch the new episode that just came out today. It's like the reboot, or not reboot, the spiritual successor to the original X-Men TV show, the X-Men animated show. And it's been a great time, just a great time in animation.
That's
so.
Awesome. Of course. Hey, Dave, how's it going? It says, of course, Christopher talking. Yeah. I'll always bring it back to the Clone Wars. That was my bread and butter.
How are you doing, mate? How are you doing, Dave? How's everything down under? Hope you're doing well.
You're in Sydney right now, aren't you? Or no? You said you were coming back in like one day. Where are you right now?
Where are you, Dave? Dave was helping me out the other day with a problem I was having, so thank you, Dave. I was building on a mock that I'm working on and just banging my head against a wall trying to figure out issues. I was calling in the cavalry, like calling in James and Dave, and like, what do I do? And Dave kindly gave me plenty of advice.
Bag one's done. It's not that interesting, but it will get in more interesting a little bit.
Got the basis down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been working hard on my next aquarium exhibit.
Exciting. I hope you all have seen and appreciated the aquarium exhibit so far, because if you haven't, go check them out. You have breakdowns of how many of them so far?
There's only 2 episodes so far.
Okay.
Only 2 completed, but the goal is to have many more later this year. So.
Yeah, they look pretty incredible in person, and the videos do them justice because you have a very talented creator right here on YouTube.
Thanks.
So.
Oh, come on my stream and just like fluff me up here. Yes, in front of everybody. No, I appreciate it. I am very proud of the response. I'm happy with the response that those have gotten, and I definitely have a lot of work to kind of live up to the series so far. So I'm trying to do something really cool for this next video. I would love to like work with an aquarium that's local or within driving distance is the one that I'm talking to. Oh, look at these though. Hang on. This is an interesting piece. I haven't seen these. This is like a short piece of track for the roller coasters. That's really interesting.
That's cool.
It looks like it.
There's a couple of them. Yeah.
That is a really interesting piece.
I also want to show off a piece. It's not something that's new to most people, but man, having collected clones and stormtroopers for this long, I love the black inside. That's really cool.
A lot of people have mixed feelings about those, but do you like those? I
do, yeah. I mean, the only problem is being an animator, you can't turn the head at all.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of that, but I like the detail of the black printing on the inside.
The Family Guy stormtroopers, as they're called.
Yeah. No, okay. Yeah. No. I now that you mention it, I don't love the front.
I will say I will defend the Family Guy stormtroopers. I love the detail, and also like you said, the dual molding is very nice. So
it's a pretty cool head, actually. I don't know. That's not your typical skin color. It's like a. It's not even like a brown. It's like a dark nougat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Caramel. Mansplain X-97 is a direct sequel, not quite as spiritual. You're right, Dave. You're right. Listen, you pull up in the stream and do the actually. I just like the X-Men show. I think it's really great.
We got some serious delay on this chat.
There is a little bit of delay. Yeah, no, it is a great show. There's an episode, I won't spoil it, but Gambit in episode 4, I think, is incredible. There is a really great scene. Just got back from Sydney, said Dave.
Ah, nice. I hope you had a great trip. It looked fun. That was a lot of, what was it? Some sort of.
Were you in Sydney for a show? Was he there for a
I assume show? Driving, but currently sitting with LDD open, looking at a. Whoa. Okay.
Oh.
Okay,
we got the Bricker Builds designer and the Bricker Builds boss man out here talking about work things.
He's looking at a lot of medium Azure. I wonder what that could be. That's pretty hype. I am.
Use code AntBandit on BrickerBuilds.com.
I am freaking hype for all the stuff that Dave's been cranking out recently. There's some really, really impressive stuff coming to the Bricker Builds website soon.
Oh my gosh.
Dave's a brick building master. He's for those of you who don't know, I'm just gonna give Dave the biggest praise, but he is a Legoland designer. He also currently works at the art department for the Lego Masters TV show in Australia, which I personally believe is well and beyond our
United States.
our version. But yeah, it's an incredible inspirational show, and Dave's had a good hand in that, and he's done a lot of the impressive sculptures over at Bricker Builds. He's done a lot of the large scale Italian Brothers lineup, as well as the Pocket Monsters.
He's also got an amazing collection of action figures right now.
Regional Lego show. Oh, I heard about that. That's awesome. How did it go?
And LDD makes us look old too.
yeah. Well, yeah, Dave has had his time in studio, and I think it turned him into a monster.
How do you feel about building digitally? I mean, obviously, Bricker Builds, you have so much digital building that happens like for models, but like, when you're building something creatively, will you be one nowadays after designing stuff for Bricker Builds to break open a software, or would you rather like have the bricks in front of you?
There's a place for both for me. There's two different headspaces, to be honest. When I'm feeling more like a programmer and I'm wanting to get the more exact approach and to sculpt rather than to tinker. Software is where I like to sculpt, and I've built tools. It's called Brick Sculpt. built tools where you can paint and cut and do a bunch of different like sculpting actions in the computer, which you don't get to, you know, sculpt pieces on and off like a paintbrush in real life.
Unless you just painted them.
Yeah, so it's a different type of building, I guess. I like both. Honestly, though, I haven't gotten like down and dirty with bricks in person since our mock that we made. What was this? 2-3 years ago?
That's a long time.
That was a very good time. And did that ever make it to YouTube?
No. Yeah.
That's sad.
That's a good reminder though. I probably should post that to Instagram or something.
I remember the day you broke the news to me that we're tearing that down before we had shot all this.
He was very
footage.
upset.
It
was a sad day.
I didn't sleep well that night.
Oh man, yeah. We built this massive mock for the Lego Masters audition. Spoiler alert, we didn't make it on.
From years ago.
Yeah. But that was still fun. It's so fun though. I have seen that footage in the last few months, and it's so interesting. Like looking back on, like I feel like I've been doing the Lego content for a while now, and I have a very like developed on-camera sense. And I feel like looking at that footage, I definitely did not have that. I was very new to it all. But
I cringe at what I must have looked like on that.
Dave said X97 episode 5 Chef's Kiss, then Cry. Episode 6 was mid. Episode 7 hit, close, and lots of foreshadowing. Okay, episode 5 was the Gambit episode then, because I thought it was episode 4. Yeah, episode 6, the Xavier one, I wasn't a big fan of. It was so separate from everything for me, but Xavier was cool. Ben said, I prefer building physical, but I use studio a lot because it has some more advantages over physical. What did you guys build together? Yes, we built a massive like studio backlot.
Do you have a way to pull up a picture? I might on my phone.
That's a good question.
I think I have a picture saved somewhere.
I have a whole like folder of mocks on my. Do I have it?
Oh, I have it. Look at that.
You have it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here, hang on.
Oh, I have the video.
Here,
right.
Hold the phone up to the.
Here. Okay,
to the,
we'll start with the picture. I'm gonna. Okay. Yeah. So actually, that doesn't really do it justice. I'm gonna start with the video.
Yeah, you just gotta like hold your phone like right here,
okay,
so that people can watch. Get ready for awesomeness.
Oh yeah.
This is classic.
This was, what was this? 2020, April 2020.
Height of the pandemic. There it is.
This was our studio, like big Johnny Thunder, like jumping over like a flaming mountain. There was a camera crew. It was a set. So there was crews pouring water into the river, and there was a couple cameras. There was a crash pad. You can kind of see it up in the front there, the blue crash pad where the motorcycle is gonna land. It's small on a phone, so you probably can't see it too well. But man, I was proud of that thing.
Yeah, it was a good build.
And we did it in one sitting. We sat down for how many hours?
Many
17 hours, something like that.
Honestly, I think we both like learned a lot about like how each other works during that process. I don't think if we had been on the show right after that build, we would not have been prepared. But it was a good like process of like learning how to build with someone else. You know, I'm not used to like. Usually when I build mocks, obviously I think most people build alone, but like you're sitting there like racking your head against like a problem, and you know, but like having someone else there to like figure stuff out with you is always good. I would like to eventually still do the show, but we'll see. Dave said, I used the money I was going to spend on the Lego X Jet on Marvel Legends X-Men 97 action figures. There you go. Nice. That jet is way too expensive also, so you saved a lot of money or probably hopefully got a lot more for your money with the action figures.
Ben says, or Playmation Studios says, thank you, Adam and Chris. This is great content while I sort bricks. Glad to provide it for you. And Dave says,
we're here to entertain.
Dave says should be a mock show. What should be
a mock show? We definitely
I missed the context there.
We definitely should post that at some point. It'd
be a good time. I'm still super proud of it. I think for what we tried to accomplish, we were just getting to know each other. It was impressive.
It was a long build session though.
Was that the exact same weekend that we had our massive SBG battle?
No, I think we broke it up. I think that was a different one.
We so SBG stands for Strategy Battle Game. If any of you are from
Star Wars battle game.
No, strategy.
Strategy. Okay.
Yeah, so it's Star Wars SBG.
Okay.
So Dave says, "Nah, your Johnny Thunder build should have been." That would be.
Should have been just later show.
That'd be really cool.
If I hadn't destroyed it.
I know it broke my heart. That thing was so not broken. I know. But yeah, so SBG is something that you're familiar with if you've gone to a what's it called, a Games Workshop, or if you've ever heard of Warhammer 40K. It's a tabletop game where there's like measure. It's essentially like a war game that's played out over turns, taking turns over a large scale, like a whole table.
It's great.
So yeah, you take turns moving your units and then attacking with long range weapons, then attacking in close combat.
Definitely still need to get a game in at some point.
We definitely do. I know both of us have made Lego store purchases in preparation for our next game, and it has never happened.
And it hasn't happened.
But yeah, it's been a long time since I've played. That was a good time. It's a lot of fun if you're a storyteller too, because you get to kind of.
You would definitely get a lot out of playing like D&D.
D&D, yeah. I know it. I just haven't gotten into it, but I have a lot of friends that play. So, yeah.
That's the thing. If you have someone who can like DM for you, who's a good DM, that's the main thing that you need for to enjoy D&D. I think like
it's a big time commitment too. I'm like,
well, it doesn't have to be. I mean, all the campaigns that I played have been like 6-hour campaigns, like one shots. But I think the more satisfying ones are, the ones where you can really sink your teeth into a long ongoing session. So
yeah, no, I think I would enjoy it. One day I'll give it a try.
What have you guys gotten done? Said Kristen Planins. Let me show you. We're working on the Rang ship. This is the interstellar, what is this called? Space station, something like that. But it's the city space station. It's really cool because it's got like separating sections that can break off of the ring. And I am probably 2/3 of the way through this, and then Christopher has.
So yeah, it's not very visually interesting right now, but I'm building the Tantive 4 hallway, the scene where Darth Vader and his troops break in and just massacre a bunch of rebel troopers. It's a pretty iconic scene, the very first scene in all of Star Wars, the thing that started it all. But this is also another thing that I built earlier on in the stream. It's a little, what is it called? Construction mech.
Space construction mech.
And then it's got this adorable little Wall-E-sized robot. You can't really see it, but it's cute.
Oop, there we go.
Yeah. Adorable.
Lots of stuff.
Oh, can't forget the space penguin.
Oh, yeah. We also opened a bunch of some of the new space CMFs.
Yeah, boy is back.
Look at that.
He's back with a vengeance.
So cool. What's up, Taz? Welcome back. But yeah, we're moving along. I have got 4 bags left.
Look at that.
He's back. He's really back. But yeah, these are great sets. I am definitely excited to own all these new city space sets. It seems like Lego has definitely, invested a lot into space. Like they posted a video today of a bunch of kids playing with the classic space sets. And the end of it said, like, "Oh, we heard you. Bring classic space back."
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's like, oh, that's cool.
Now I wanna see some Exoforce. We have actually a small little nod, but it's. I want to see the strange rubbery hair.
Oh, well, did you see the leak of the city set from the summer?
If it's the one with the white, yeah, I saw that one.
Okay. I was gonna say Exoforce is back. a little bit.
A little bit, but I mean, it was the rubbery hair and like the massive mechs, and not only that, but there was these little 1x2 tiles with printing that you could enter the code on the website. And then you had this collection of mechs. It actually wasn't that interesting, but like the potential just fascinated me as a kid of like being able to enter code and like have a digital copy of what you built. It didn't actually amount to anything online, but even the idea of it I loved. Dave says, I wish if you bought 2 or had instructions for a proper hallway, not just to two sets plugged into each other.
I get what you're saying. The thing is, if you bought 2 of these, you would have to I know that some content creators have combined them, but because it's one side of the hallway, if you were to butt it up, like one side would have the wall and the other side, it'd be like inverted.
That'd be cool. I like that. Yeah.
So.
Exoforce is not for me, but you go. Yeah, I mean,
man, Exoforce is not for me. Ben, get out of here! What the heck, Exoforce?
Here's
is so
the
cool.
thing: you haven't read the little mini books. I would get stranded at like Barnes and Noble when my dad was reading, and I would just look for the closest Lego book, and those Exoforce books.
You were stranded as a kid. That explains a lot.
I mean, it was a good time. He got me like little pastries and stuff. I did spend a lot of time
in Barnes and Noble as a kid as well. Those were good times. Barnes & Noble is such it's a nice smelling place. You know?
It was such a vibe.
Yeah.
I actually really, really loved being in Barnes & Noble and reading Lego books. I made it sound bad. It was a great time.
No. Yeah. Back when I was stranded. Back when I was living on my own as a child. No. I get it. Playmation, or your boy Taz says, I wish Tanner was here. Tanner left a little bit earlier, but I'm sure he'll be back next week.
Yeah, your boy.
Every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern is when we do these streams. So
your boy Taz says he's not a fan of the Stormtroopers. I actually so get that. I very much appreciate how they look when they're sitting upside down and you just see black. I like that the inside is
a helmet, you know.
Yeah, it's a great looking.
Then you put the helmet on the trooper, and it's like.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan, especially as an animator, not being able to turn the head and the proportions being all off. I think we've taken a step backwards.
Wait, go back. If there only was a way to maintain the detail while keeping the articulation.
I think the physical sculpt is a little bit too intense. Like, I think if it was a little bit more simplistic, I'd appreciate it more. Mm-hmm. Like, the printing looks great, but it's printed on a helmet that's just a little bit too exaggerated.
Ben said, do you guys remember how cool the Lego catalogs were in the 2000s?
I have my entire Lego catalog collection sitting at home in Chicago. And I am...
Not just the magazines, the catalogs too?
All of the above. In fact, I have 2 separate filing systems for the Lego shop at home.
All that stuff down here. I would love to see this.
I would spend hours flipping through those manuals and just studying it, wondering one day what I would have. And then I grew up and I got money, and I haven't actually gotten into all the sets that I wanted as a kid, but the Star Wars minifigures are where I've really splurged. I've essentially collected everything I ever wanted.
Nice.
With the exception of, oh man, this hurts. I was scammed on eBay. I sold.
What?
I had a Cloud City set, the original Cloud City set.
Oh no.
And
first of all, tell me about this.
First of all, I traded my Cloud City Boba Fett minifigure to a friend. And I traded it for a gold-plated C-3PO, which was a good trade. I think the Boba is a little bit more rare nowadays, but I'm still very happy.
Are you aware of the price of Cloud City Boba Fett?
I am painfully aware. Okay. But I traded that one, and then I got a second one.
A second
Cloud City Boba at a random. I just went shopping at a garage sale with my mom, and I
oh my gosh.
Pulled it out of a random $10 bin. And at the time, we're talking I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that. And so at the time, I was, it was just a cool figure.
This is a wild story. What?
Oh yeah, it gets a little bit heartbreaking. At the time, I had just started getting into buying more figures, and I was buying.
Did you trade him for a gem?
No, it doesn't. That would hurt even more. So not only did I trade the one away, but I had this second one. I had an eBay account, and I was using the eBay account to buy up tons of those original Phase 1 clone troopers from the gunship with Jedi Bob. Yeah. I would buy them up in bulk and then sell them individually and keep half, and I would net even. And so I was I was making it on eBay, and I got
the businessman.
I know, and I just was amassing this huge army of free clone troopers, and then I made the mistake of getting a little bit trigger happy. and I listed my Cloud City Boba for about $40 on eBay, and it immediately got snatched up. And this is back when it was probably worth $60, $70.
Yeah.
It got immediately snatched up, and the guy, no, actually I lied. That was
For the sake of the audience, can you just share like range, how much is Boba Fett worth?
At least $2,300, $2,400. It's up there. And I will say too that the figure that I traded for it, the gold-plated C-3PO, that was worth. I think it's worth right now about anywhere from $1,100 to $1,900. So it's still worth a lot of money, and I'm still very proud of that figure, which I did open just because I wanted to see it.
Yep.
But so the second one, I sold it on eBay. I do remember now. It was about $250 that I sold it for. And the guy, and the guy messaged me back on Instagram or on eBay and said, "Hey, you sent me a fake." And I was like, "Well, actually, no. I have like not only do I have photo proof, but like I know that I have the other characters from the set in my collection right now.
Yeah.
So that was not a fake." And then he was like, "Well, I'm returning it," and I was like, "Fine."
Oh,
so
no.
he
It's
sent
a classic
me.
Scam.
He sent me a fake, and it was a egregious like. Hardly trying fake, and so I lost out on not only my Boba Fett but also the money that I sold it for.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
So I don't own one right now, and I've had two in my possession.
That is heartbreaking. Wow.
Yeah,
it's
a tragic story.
Out here.
I know, it's a tragic story. Don't be doing that.
Yeah,
we have
awful.
Playmation Shorts says I also got scared on eBay scammed on eBay for a Cloud City with box for $400. Seller never sent it because he wanted more. I got my money back, thank you. That's good. And bought the set later on, but was upset at the time. I can't imagine. Do you have a sealed one right now? That's insane. What do you do with a seal? See, I don't understand the sealed copies of Lego sets unless it's like signed or something. I want to open it up and see it.
Yeah, same. Honestly, and like, I'm someone who likes to build stuff, and like I will probably never have knock on wood, I probably will never have like a massive sealed set collection. I do have a backlog, like of plenty of sets that I want to build someday, but most of them are, my mentality is like, I like to look at stuff that I would want to build or I don't know, play with or just like interact with in some way that like I don't like to let stuff collect dust.
Yeah, that hurts. That is the one thing I'll say about keeping it in the box is it doesn't collect dust on the bricks don't collect dust.
The bricks, yeah.
I've had a couple sets that I'm really fond of that I actually have gotten rid of because of just how like disgusting they are after like years of sitting on display and getting sun damage and all that. So like I had the original Slave, was it the Slave one? The one that with the original Jango
like really
Fett.
tiny one?
Yeah, no. It wasn't tiny. It was the one with Jango Fett and Baby Boba.
Oh, yeah, the 2002 one.
Yeah. I had that one. It was actually gifted to me from a very lovely friend of mine. But
Christopher's out here getting like Slave ones as gifts from lovely people. Look at this.
But it was sun damaged and
Did you build it though? Did you build
it? It's still built. Yeah. But
nice.
But yeah, that one hurt a bit to see the wear and tear on that one.
Were the bricks in a good condition though? At least
the bricks were in a decent condition. There was nothing like yellowed.
It sounds like it was more about the person who gave it to you though.
It was very kind. Yeah.
It's so funny every time like Christmas or holidays roll around and like, what do you want? I'm like, still Lego, just still Lego.
Here's my sob story, and if I had to guess, there's one day that my parents will watch this stream. But
oh, nice.
But I will say it anyways. I like every year, like my grandparents would be like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And my answer was always really simple. It was Lego. Just one word, Lego, and like period, full stop.
It's so easy. It doesn't matter what type of Lego it is.
But something got lost in translation because I can count on one hand the amount of times that I got a Lego set for a gift, and I understand why. They're hard to come by and all that. Yeah. But man, I made it real simple. Just buy me Lego.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna be talk about getting old. I'm gonna be old and like still asking for Lego every year for Christmas.
Now that since my parents are watching, I also want to say one day.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
They got me some really great sets. One of my favorite sets that I got for Christmas was the Lego set of the Ogles base from the Snow Alpha Team series.
Yeah, the big skull one.
Yeah, that one was an incredible set, and yeah, I'm still very happy with it. And in fact, I still make it easy for them because this past Christmas we did like a very limited gift exchange, and
nice.
I did end up getting a Lego set even this past Christmas.
What did you get? What did you get?
It was the new 25th anniversary of the set. It was like a bundle of the original Walker with the the Neo clone trooper. What's his?
Was it a Clone Wars set?
It had a Wookiee in it. Man, I'm blanking on most of the set details, but it had a Wookiee, a battle droid, a clone trooper, and a walker, like a ATST walker.
Oh, that was the
or chicken
Snow
walker.
ATST, the Hoth ATST.
No, I don't think so. I think it was a Clone Wars era set, or maybe. Okay, we have a bunch of comments here.
Bad Batch
Tanner
has been great, said Over the Moon.
Hey, Tanner says I ordered a minifigure on eBay a few weeks ago and it came in a $50. Wow, that sounds like a huge win. I don't know what kind of box is worth $50, but
I have way too many instruction books though. Oh, see, I throw all of them away. I have a pile of instruction booklets that are just going straight in the trash after the stream was over.
We have Playmation Shorts again says this is what he's talking about, his Cloud City set. It's not sealed. The one I have has no box. Nice. So you get to see all the figures. The one I missed out on was also not sealed, just had the box included. Nice. Yeah, cool. I have way too many instruction books. I keep one of my set boxes for my favorite sets, but just toss the rest. I did the same for the longest time, and then I had this massive pile of opened boxes, and I just had never looked at them. They just sat in storage, so I realized I could just get rid of them.
Nice.
Playmation Shorts. It was a 20-year set from 2019.
The Rang is building.
Okay, you're right. It was 20th anniversary. Yeah, 25th is this year.
We are about 2 hours into this. I have 2 more bags. Do you think we can make it to the end of this with 2 more bags?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to wrap up.
I've kind of been taking my time.
Maybe, how many bags do you have left?
A lot. I'm not even halfway through here. I've been doing a lot of talking and a little building.
Scam stories, you know.
Yeah.
I have definitely suffered through different scams. We don't have to get into it. I'm always embarrassed. Like, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes it's like, oh man, I can't believe I fell for it.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes it do be like that. You know.
There's that prince that's living large thanks to us.
Yeah, he's got all my money. This African prince. He keeps asking for it. I keep giving it. You know, like, I'm just a generous guy. I just want him to be able, you know, his country to survive.
It's very thoughtful. He keeps asking. It's the same story.
Right. Yeah. He really needs to like
get a bank account.
Yeah. Those African princes out there. What I really love, one of my favorite.
I cannot for the life of me find a 1x4 plate. Am I crazy?
Ooh, no, you're not. This is 1x4 tile. 1x4 plate?
Oh, I put it right here.
I will say this as you know, someone who has been building with paper bags or plastic bags for their entire Lego life. This set that I just recently built that has entirely paper bags, you would not expect it, but one of the downsides to saving the environment with paper bags is, which is a great thing, very happy that Lego is switching over. However, it's really easy to lose pieces because they get lodged in the corners of the...
I have that problem when I move my collection and I put them in shipping boxes and then they get under the lips of the ones that fold down. Mm-hmm. Yep, I have that problem.
But yeah, I definitely had a lot of embarrassing moments of like, you have to really like with these new paper bags, like fully open it, shake them out, make sure you got everything.
I will say I've had that problem with plastic bags too. I've tossed the plastic bags and had to go fish them out of the trash to get a loose piece that I missed.
No piece left behind.
We have, your boy Taz says, I have the new Lego X-Wing Slave 1 and TIE Fighter. Nice.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome. Lego for Virgo says, I'm looking at my boxes and I know I must rid myself of them, but keeping all my manuals. Oh no, don't let me convince you to do that. I mean, if it brings you joy and if you look at them and I mean, you're looking at them, so you're getting more appreciation for them than I did. So, you know,
I think there's an argument to be had for boxes just because there is some of that fun, like the experience of going to the store and carrying a box out and like picking out a Lego set. That can be special, and people like to sometimes put up on their walls or stuff like that. I get that. I don't relate to it.
I do. There are occasions, and you've seen this in person, but there are occasions where I will buy a set for the joy of walking out of the store with it. There's definitely happened when we were in, I think it was Minnesota, when I was admiring a set that I'm looking at right now, the Rivendell set. And
this was in Rhode Island.
Yeah, you're right. We had flown to Rhode Island.
Yep.
And I was eyeing this set in person, and I knew that I wasn't going to build it anytime soon because I have no time.
This man decides the day that we're flying back to Atlanta to just buy Rivendell.
I bought Rivendell. I walked out of the store with this massive bag, and I decided because I think we already had a carry-on, and I was like, I'm not going to pay $50 to ship a set that I just paid a good amount of money for. So I was like, it's do or die. So I went through security with it as my carry-on. And only because it was Lego and everyone there was either a Lego fan or had been to the event we were at and loved us as a team. We were doing Bricker Builds on tour with Bricker Builds. Only for that reason did we get through. And then the last step was getting onto the plane. Like it wouldn't even fit through the scanning machine. And so they basically were like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We like Lego too. Here you go. And let me walk through the little
he brought Rivendell. I have a video
of
you walking through the airport with it slung over your shoulder.
And I had a strategy too, because the lady getting onto the plane was I took the strategy of just making eye contact and smiling really wide and trying to just get some attention up to my face so that she wouldn't notice that I was carrying a massive Lego set in addition to my other personal item. And she never noticed. And as I was getting off the plane back in Atlanta, the lady came up to me and she was like, "How on earth did you get that into the plane? I would not have let you in with that."
Airport security.
So yeah, Rivendell made it back with me, and I still have not built it. But I had the joy.
Way.
I know. I'd had the joy of walking out of the store with it, and one day I will have the joy of building it.
Okay, that's a good way to look at it. I mean, you definitely could have had that shipped.
I could have, but it was more fun.
But yes, it was a fun experience.
The challenge was a great story and a great experience, and now I'm much more attached to my.
You need to try it with an even bigger set now.
Yeah. I'm down for the challenge. Tanner says, "Did the box stay in good condition?" It is in perfect condition. It didn't sustain so much as a scratch.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah, and I kept it in the Lego bag actually as I was navigating the Lego.
They give you those big old bags.
Airport.
Those are for the big sets.
Yeah, I think I got more admiring glances than questioning glances. People wished they were
that
me.
Man making happy decisions with his money.
It was indeed a happy decision.
In their hearts.
No, people don't judge for Lego. People get jealous for Lego.
That is true. That was a fun time for sure. Just to say it has been done. But yeah, I definitely want you to build that at some point. Maybe you should bring it over and we can can build it on a stream or something.
That would be a great stream build, but it would be a long one.
Right, you'd have to just do a section of it.
Multiple day build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a place in mind where you want it, or is it just because?
That's the reason I haven't built it. I live a very nomadic life at the moment, just because we're going to conventions, and I am a single man, so I don't own a house right now. I'm not in the right phase of life right now, so I'm moving from house to house, and because of that, it doesn't cater well to.
There is nothing wrong with that, though. I don't think I am the type to own a house either, even though I like
He says sitting in his own house.
Yes, well, but that's the thing is I rent this house, so.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I don't own. I'm not looking to own. I think maybe someday I'll have a house, but I think the dream of home ownership has passed me.
It's definitely a dream that. I don't need to get into it. Yeah. We have a couple new comments. We have Luke is
Hamilton
here. Luke Hamilton. Yo, is this Star Wars set a GWP? It's not a GWP, but it is the Tantive 4 scene from the very first scene that opened the very first Star Wars movie. And I'm excited to see it. I haven't built the iconic minifigure that I bought the whole set for yet, the ARC Trooper 5s, but we do have our Rebel Troopers.
I thought you were going to go into a... See, Luke, Star Wars is a series of movies made by George Lucas. And they're known worldwide as one of the biggest franchises. I thought that we were going to go into.
How much? Oh, you want it? I would actually sell you the set if you didn't want 5s. I bought the set for 5s. So
Luke is out here wheeling and dealing.
Shoot me a text.
He's going to be texting you right now live, like trying to make offers on it.
So Tanner, build Revendell on stream. He's a fan. Yeah.
That would be a fun stream. I definitely I have Rivendell over here, my Rivendell over here, and it's a long build. Like it took me, I was just talking about this earlier, but like I watched every extended edition Lord of the Rings movie while I was building it. And I don't know if that slowed me down or not, but I got like 2/3 of the way through the last one, through Return of the King, before I had to stop. And then of course I just sat there and watched.
I was gonna say you can't really build through the end of Return of the King.
No, you have to
just like, appreciate.
Pause and but anyways,
50.
Oh. Said, who? You're talking about George Lucas. So George Lucas is this guy.
Man, I missed. It's time for my very strong opinionated stance on Star Wars. I'm not going to dive fully into it.
Let's go. Hot takes.
No one wants to hear my whole rant because I do have a whole 2-hour rant that I'll gladly do for you. But
man,
strap
in everybody.
I miss the man George Lucas. I'm a massive prequels fan, and I'm a massive Clone Wars fan. Both the beautiful brain children of George Lucas himself. And yes, there's of course, well, quick pause. I did finish bag 2. So
bag 2 progress.
Here's the progress so far. I have some loose pieces, but yeah.
The Rang ship is coming along.
Okay, so back to the important stuff. So
rant continued.
So I'm also a big fan of Dave Filoni in the proper roles, and I will explain that actually right now. So I love Dave Filoni's work in Clone Wars. Hot takes, look out. Tanner says.
Let me come rant on stream next time. I've got the hottest takes. Luke, you are more than welcome to come and build with me. I want to hear your hot takes too. You should definitely come on the stream at some point. That would be very fun.
So listen, Dave Filoni is a beautiful creative. He is the apprentice to the man himself. Man. He does incredible work. I will say though, he has always been a producer and a co-writer. He was a producer and co-writer on the Clone Wars.
Dave Filoni watches these, by the way, so you better be careful about what you're saying.
Man,
just watch out.
I hope one day to meet you, Dave. You are one of the most inspirational humans on the planet Earth.
There you go.
With that said, I know that you have been carrying the weight of the entire Star Wars franchise, and that I mean you are carrying the weight of writing, you are carrying the weight of directing, you are carrying the weight of producing, you're carrying the weight of the entire expectation of the Star Wars fan base. And I don't think one man was ever meant to do that. And I think
what about George Lucas?
George Lucas did, and I appreciate all the work that he did. The only thing that I wish was slightly different about the prequels is that if he had a co-writer just like he did on the original trilogy. I think that would have helped some of the dialogue. You
know that one of the reasons that they say, also, we finished another pod. This thing is coming together. One of the Ben said, we all miss George. I never hated him the way lots did. The one thing that they say,
George the GOAT for sure. Now I know it's cool to say now, but Adam can tell you, I've been saying this since long before it was cool. And another thing, the whole
the rant is going well when he says, and another thing.
The whole sequel trilogy and the absolute mess. I'll tell you why it was extra painful and like an emotional experience for me. A deeply like scarring emotional experience. I was that one guy who stuck with the entire like sequel marketing campaign and the whole story all the way through episode 8. I loved episode 7. Sure, yeah, it brought some familiar themes and
we're gonna
Death
get
Star
into it
back
on
and all that.
The Last Jedi here. This is
But then The Last Jedi, and so The Last Jedi was an interesting film that did something completely unique.
He's being very nice at first. I
don't think I'm going where you think I'm going.
Okay.
I loved the Last Jedi.
Oh, okay.
I loved The Last
too.
Jedi even from the moment that I saw it, because it said to me that we are interested in doing something unique that both pushes the envelope and is authentic to Star Wars. And I know that the authenticity to Star Wars is debated by most people on the Luke point, but with maybe I wouldn't have done it like exactly the same, but I thought that it was a realistic take on what would happen to a Jedi after going through what Luke went through. You look at Yoda. Yoda went through intense remorse and shame, and it caused him to go live in a hermit and ignore the fact that the world was in turmoil and going through an empire takeover. That's awful. And that was Yoda, the pinnacle of the master of the Jedi Temple. And so then you got Luke, who's dealing with not only the weight of like this imperial takeover and the destruction of the rebellion that he had, poured his heart into. On top of that, his own, I don't even remember, I've purged my mind of all sequel by now, so I don't even remember how he was related to, he wasn't related. But his friend's son goes through one of the most intense moments where Luke is standing over him with a lightsaber about to I'm
gonna kill this boy,
kill him, and he has to live with the regret of seeing his face as he realizes what's just happened, and then just act out in the most rash and awful destructive way and cause destruction and death to people that Luke loved. And ultimately, realistically speaking, Luke is to blame for that. I mean, ultimately the blame does fall on Kylo Ren for that, but in terms of responsibility, I feel that weight for Luke. And so when he goes and lives as a hermit and tosses his lightsaber,
it makes sense.
It hurts. It hurts. I hurt for Luke, and I know that when you hurt, you do things you maybe shouldn't do, or you have stances you shouldn't
have. When I get hurt, I go to Taco Bell and I eat just nonstop, or McDonald's. Here's the depressed Luke Skywalker. The real move that Luke Skywalker should have done. He should have gone to McDonald's, and he should have ordered a 10-piece nugget, a large quarter pounder meal, and just eaten that while listening to the radio at full blast. Music down, fries in your mouth.
Eat it right in front
it's
of the
hard
forge.
to be upset about things. The whole movie series wouldn't have happened if he had just taken a sad McDonald's trip.
I mean, there's your hot take of the day, honestly. But no, so here's the thing. I felt it. I understood where they were going. They were doing something unique to say this, the Force has always been this familial thing, and they were starting to say, what does it mean to look at the Force from a more holistic perspective? Is it greater than family lineage? Does the Force speak to everyone? And there's that kid that stands with the broom.
The broom kid,
yeah.
Broom kid.
And I got that. It was something unique, and I of course love the family lineage and all that has done with the Skywalker saga. But it was something interesting to explore, something new to explore, and that's what all Star Wars films and series should do. And then Episode 9 came. And I realized, and I had spent hours, and I was in college, I was spending hours debating with my friends who hated The Last Jedi, and I was debating it with practically tears in my eyes, saying, this is the future for Star Wars. Trust.
Get with it. Yeah.
The producers, trust the directors. They know what they're doing. This is coming around. I was under the impression we were going to get an evil Rey and a good Kylo, and I was so excited to see that happen on screen. I was excited for all the payoffs that everything was building to. And then the absolute crap show that was the Episode 9 came on screen, and I have never had my eyes physically hurt that bad from the amount of times that I had rolled them, and the amount of people behind me that were so upset at the amount of times I laughed verbally, audibly at scenes that were supposed to be emotional. I was hurting, and I don't like to be that person.
This is really a dramatic experience for you.
It really was.
I feel the emotion.
I was crushed. I was crushed because Star Wars. I mean, look, I'm still building Star Wars even after being. I have Stockholm syndrome. But
what's up, Dylan Campbell? Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Luke says I'm an extended universe.
You full force into the rant.
Yeah. Luke says, I'm an extended universe fan. I never recovered from the reset. I know the reset. And there was another thing. So that I've gotten through so much with Disney. They canceled Star Wars 1313, which I was so much of a fan of that I made a stop motion animation on my YouTube channel, Bricks Brought to Life, with exploring what that game would look like. And then it was just scrapped. Like it never had existed. They canceled the Clone Wars, which was the biggest knife turn of the century. Like the worst thing that has happened in the 21st century.
Wait. Wait. Say that one more time, but slower. Hang on. The worst thing that's happened in the 21st century.
Canceling the Clone Wars is the worst thing that has happened in the 21st century.
He stands by it. I love it.
But the best thing that happened in the 21st century is when we got the redemption of season 7, which was mind-blowing. It was some of the best Star Wars to ever happen. But I just to round out the final part of my rant, I went through that, the crap show of episode 9. I went through the crap show of Solo, which is potentially a spicy take, but man,
don't you dare!
That scene,
don't you dare!
There was one scene that ruined the entire movie, and
scene?
It's the name scene. I that physically hurt me to think that they're gonna bring the character so low to say his name was just given by an Imperial
Did you just
trooper.
say bring the character so low?
Oh, that was an accident.
I thought that was intentional.
No, that was good. No, man, yeah, it hurt, and then there was just like 1-2 punch after another, and then they announced Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan is one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars, one of my favorite characters in all of media. And I said to myself, if they ruin another Star Wars character,
they do,
and if they ruin another series for me, I will be done with Star Wars. I will emotionally detach, and they will not have to win me. Like, they will not have to prove, like, up until that point they had to prove to me that they were ruining things.
Right.
They will have to prove to me that I should be watching their stuff if this sucks. And it sucked so bad, and I hated it. And so I have come to the point, and I hate to be in this position because I am one of the biggest Star Wars fans. I have been. I have come to the position where, number one, I have a headcanon, and it is the canon. There is no sequel trilogy. There is no Solo. Those were fun little extended universe diversions to keep the masses entertained, but it is not Star Wars. It was just, it was just fun. And the other thing is, I don't watch Star Wars media unless I am recommended to it by at least 2 or 3 people that I trust.
I was going to ask, how do you feel about Andor?
Andor is excellent.
Okay.
I was recommended it by multiple people. It did come after Obi-Wan, but because of the recommendations, I watched it. And
I think it came before Obi-Wan.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
different people on it though. Different people.
Yeah. Very, very well done, and I'm excited for season 2. I love Bad Batch. It's been great so far. Although, man, they need to get their story straight on the chips and the clones' heads. Every episode, it's a new story. It's a obeying device. It's a turn people evil device. It works. It doesn't work. It's been a little bit of chaos, but. All right, I'm gonna put my rant to bed right there, unless people ask me questions. This
definitely was a stream about building Lego at one point. But like you come for the Lego and stay for the unhinged rant. I'm joking. Okay. No, I think that's great. I definitely.
We have some comments to catch up on. We have Dylan saying.
But Batman. Okay. This is your first time on the stream, so you don't know Dylan. We do this thing for Dylan every week. Here we go. This is he's gonna have an aneurysm if this doesn't happen. I was waiting for you, Dylan, and here we go.
Tanner says Andor was after Obi-Wan.
Oh, was it? Okay. All right, here we go. Here he is. The man, the myth, the bat.
Oh, that's a great cape.
There's Batman, Dylan, and here he is on the space liner. Just for you.
Amazing.
Here, we'll put him so he's visible in the camera there. Thanks for joining, Dylan. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a good day.
Put Batman on the space line.
This is what we do every week. We are only one bag away from finishing this set, and I think we're gonna, once we get there, we're gonna hit a wrap on this stream. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to like the stream, subscribe for more every Wednesday 7 p.m. Eastern. My goal is to get some more local friends on the stream. people who are in Atlanta. Of course, you guys know James at this point, but James can't be here every week, so we gotta spread out a little bit.
I've been building this backwards so that you guys can see it, and I'm starting to put pieces in the wrong place. So I'm gonna flip it around.
Oh, I don't do that at all. Good luck. Just turn your phones upside down. You know. But yeah, Dylan said sweet.
Oh, Tanner's really getting emotional about this. Was it my rant or was it the Batman shot?
It's probably Batman.
Oh.
I was emotional doing your rant.
Tanner, we did actually get a spacesuit Batman minifigure a while back. I own it. It's a great fig.
We did. If you pay for my flight, I'll come on the stream, said Ben. Hey, if you know what we need to do, Ben, you need to come for Atlanta BrickCon, excuse me, at some point. Would love to have you here. You're welcome to crash at my place if you want. We got a guest room here for you. So Atlanta BrickCon is like the big one here every year. So I'm excited for next year already. It's great to have like a local show, Lego show here.
Oh, Dylan says I'll come build Avengers Tower.
Oh, no way. Hey, that would be a lot of fun because here's the thing. How crazy would it be, Dylan, if you were to show up and then like I could tell you put Batman on Avengers Tower? That would be quite the full circle event of the century there. The collab of the year.
Your boy Taz is coming to your house.
There we go. Everybody show up. We'll do a stream. Speaking of collabs, Fortnite right now. Have you seen the current Avatar collab? Have you played the current Avatar collab?
I didn't even hear about it.
Oh my god.
Tell me about it.
It's so good. I am having a great time on Fortnite right now. And the current event before the Star Wars Day event comes out in a few days.
We have a 1x5 plate.
There we go. Fairly recent.
Yeah.
But they have an Avatar collab going on in Fortnite right now, where you can pick up bending and like.
Oh, that kind of Avatar. Ooh.
Yes. And it is so much fun. I've spent so many games just airbending around the map.
Okay, I actually definitely want to play this. That's awesome.
The airbending is like the most fun thing.
Danny Fandom says, such cool sets.
What's up, Danny? Welcome to the stream. Ambit is a Fortnite collab live event. I should probably at some point do some Lego Fortnite on
Sokka is missing from the Avatar event. That is sad.
Yes. Yeah, Sokka is the only skin missing. We have Zuko, Toph, Katara, Korra, and Aang, of course.
I did get Korra because Korra was happening before
the Avatar
yeah.
event. Yeah. You could unlock her. But yeah, it is such a fun event. I am missing a piece now.
I literally just ran into one that I missed. I'm sure I'm not missing. I probably put it somewhere I shouldn't have.
This is the awkward moment of the stream where we just stare
I'm
at the table.
I'm not usually this
bit.
bad at building, but I went on a rant. It happened.
Did you take my piece?
I'm missing a 1x2 plate. White.
Is it this?
No.
Well, this is the kind of piece. I'm missing the kind of piece that I definitely don't have a replacement for.
Oh, it literally. I have an extra one from the last bag. Maybe they put it in the wrong bag. It doesn't. That sounds fishy.
I'm missing one of those 1x2 block pieces.
Yeah, well, there's one right here if you want it.
Are you serious? Did you take that?
No, I didn't.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, no, I think it was on my
maybe
set.
it just fell over there. Well, you're gonna be one short.
Okay, well, we'll see how it goes.
Well,
I mean, maybe it did
know where I
fall over.
live, so you can always come get one.
Hopefully, I'll finish this bag on the stream. I'm almost done.
When are we going to Tanner's house? Said Taz. Let's all go to Tanner's house. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the Fortnite event. I'm very excited about Star Wars Day. Are you doing anything fun for Star Wars Day? Are you like?
I'm playing pickleball.
Oh, nice. I am so excited.
I very much wish that there was some really cool Lego stuff coming out, but like I said, I'm a figure collector, and I know. You
don't know about the May 4th sets?
I know about the May 4th
Okay.
sets, but there's no minifigures that I'm excited about. It's all sets, and there's droids, but I'm just not.
You got the GWP.
Yeah.
The Battle Droid GWP.
Yeah, that's droids. I have so many
Droids you don't care. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. I wish I could get excited about them. I was the one that was in line at the very first line for like the. In fact, you have one of my Revens.
Wait, the Saw Gerrera minifigure is coming out in the mall set, in the Infiltrator.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay, I might get that one.
You gotta come to the May 1st release.
I might do that then.
It's the next 21st.
Saw Gerrera is
25th
great,
anniversary.
but yeah, he's not one of my favorites. But yeah, if the figure looks good, I'll show up, and the set's reasonably priced.
I am very excited about the Mos Espa Pod Race diorama set. Very excited about that. I'm a big Pod Race stan. I'm gonna be so excited to build that.
Adam.
What's that?
I need it. I need the piece.
Oh no! The missing piece. Okay.
Oh, here's one.
Oh, there we go. Okay. You found one and I found one. That's great. I'm excited about the Droidica, actually. I might pick up the Droidica.
I've heard of the Droidica, but I have not seen a picture. It does sound really cool. I have the original Technic Droidica.
Nice.
So that one was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about the Droidica. I'm excited about the Mos Espa Pod Race. I'm excited about a lot of the sets. I'm probably going to get enough to get the GWP. I at least want to get that. Let's see.
We have Dave says, "You're right. I'm about to watch the Avengers." Nice.
Dylan,
Which one?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Are we watching Avengers 1? Is that what we're watching? That is still one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Yeah, I went back and watched Winter Soldier, which is almost an Avengers movie.
Oh,
so good.
Winter Soldier. That is my favorite Marvel movie ever.
Good.
Oh, so good. That movie, like, to me, is still incredible.
It's beautiful.
Robert Redford is in it.
I love the mashup of themes. Okay, this happened twice now, where I have a piece for the next bag in my current bag. What's going on?
It could be just like an extra, right?
I mean, maybe. I've never seen them put a 1x2 tile as an extra piece. That seems pretty big.
I am almost done with this. So you have.
Yeah, maybe I'll just. Oh, this is a tiny little bag.
Get through a tiny bag. Yep. Wakanda forever. I still would love to get the Avengers Tower, but I have no idea where I would put that. My shelf that has the Daily Bugle on it downstairs does not have enough room for both of them side by side, so I would need to figure out a new solution for that.
I've seen it. It looks good, but okay. Look at this. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's
it's a sticker.
It says to open the bag after this step, and that's never mind.
There you go.
Wakanda forever. Hell Hydra. Nice.
What else do you got going on this weekend? Are you doing anything fun this weekend besides pickleball?
I'm playing some competitive volleyball.
Nice.
I've played volleyball since college, and I found a group that's very intense. So I love playing some good competitive volleyball.
Hitting those spikes.
Oh yeah.
Serving up those aces.
Oh yeah. And then other than that, going out and one of my good friends getting married, so I'm actually going out to be in the wedding and support a friend.
Where is the wedding at? Is it like nearby?
Yeah, it's about an hour away. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah.
You've got to. Are you gonna do like a bachelor party before or like?
Yeah. The bachelor party happened like a month ago.
Okay.
So we're doing the rehearsal dinner and staying the night out an hour away.
Is it someone I know or is it someone from your group?
I don't think so. It's an old roommate of mine. Yeah, but.
Very nice. Weddings are a good time. I have always enjoyed going to weddings. I definitely would love to crash a wedding someday. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
It sounds exciting, yeah.
just try to show up in fancy dress and like try to.
A fancy dress.
Yeah. Just
You're gonna be in a dress.
no, fancy dress meaning like fancy clothes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean
that's what they call it. That'd be fun. Don't replace the Daily Bugle, said Dylan. Yeah, that's the plan. I gotta keep the Daily Bugle around. The Daily Bugle is like my favorite Marvel set. We are climbing towards the end of this. If you guys haven't already, make sure to like this stream. Thank you.
Subscribe to Ant Bandit if you haven't already. Some really good content out there.
And definitely line this guy's pockets. Go check out brickerbuilds.com using code AntBandit.
Some good stuff. We have a lot of fun designing, and it's a good community if you want to join.
Yes. It is a great community. And with that, hang on.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna attach. We're gonna mess around with this though a little bit. There is the here. We're gonna go to the wide shot so you guys can see the completed ship. There is the Rang ship. That is impressive. It's got a lot of size to it. But one of the cool things about this is that you can actually like reconfigure it. So I'm gonna try doing that now. Here's the close-up. I like the ring kind of serves as like a handle, so it's got like a nice handle to kind of fly it around. But what I want to do is make the version of this with the see if I can do this, because you can connect them all together. We're gonna try it and make like a shuttle of some kind. I do like the modularity of these city space sets. You can really like combine them however you want.
That's cool.
Let's do that.
Batman's about to take them all on. Dylan, this is Tanner talking. Dylan, he got a bunch of space CMS earlier and 3 new M-Tron dudes.
I did,
Show them off before the stream ends.
Yeah, we'll have to show those off.
Tanner says the station looks cool. Oh, Kinetic Bricks joined. Welcome.
What's up, Kinetic Bricks?
Do you think the price is worth it for the set you're building?
That's a good question. This set I think is 100, at least 100, maybe 130. I think it's worth it. Yeah, there's a lot of like playability that you can do here. Like, look at this.
It's a good size.
We just made like this kind of like shuttle. We're gonna put this thing on the end here. I really like my favorite thing about the space line right now is the fact that you can really like configure all of them in whatever way you want. Connect them to bases, do all kinds of stuff like that. I don't think this is meant to be this long because it is wobbly. But look at this. I just took the Rang and you can make like a shuttle of some sort, like a rocket, for it to go through space. And then attach all of these onto the ring. Cool stuff. And then Christopher is wrapping up his. We'll let him get to the end of his before
I'm getting close, real close.
I will show off. There's a really cool like. Here, we'll go to this. This is the like. There's a little like space scooter, skiff, speeder thing. I like the engines on the back. So you can put a minifigure. We'll put a minifigure in here. So you can like have them.
Shoot. You have a brick set?
I do. There's like a little speeder thing right there. Really cool. Do you think, let's see, I just ordered a ton of Lego parts and they literally aren't going to come till Monday. Oh, that's the worst.
No.
I just ordered a ton of parts for a bunch of projects that I'm working on.
Here's a cool idea. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
An idea from the comments. Tanner says, Adam, get multiples of that set and have a super long shuttle.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I could. You could probably build something like, see, it's having a hard time staying together. That's the thing. Here, let me go back to the wide shot here. Like, look how long that is. You could double that probably with another set. And I didn't even put all the modules on it, but you could probably go out, you know, really it's almost like a tram or a monorail. But yeah, those minifigs look cool. Yeah, here, let's show off the real quick.
Oh, bye, Tanner. Have fun building.
See you later, Tanner. See you next week. Here's another look at the space CMFs that we got. Let's see if I can pull it up here. The Imtron guy, definitely one of my favorites of the line. Some really cool printed torso and leg pieces.
That's the next bag.
Oh, for fives?
Oh, for fives.
Maybe you should pull out the fives minifigure
I'll pull out
and
fives.
just do fives.
All right.
And not finish the rest of the bag.
Yeah. I'm glad. Okay, so at least I got to. Maybe I'll do fives and Vader and show off the new. Well, it's not even a new Vader. I won't show
There's the Ice Planet Trooper right there. Really cool. Really happy to find those early. And these space minifigures from the new line are really cool too. I think my thoughts on these though, I still like the simplicity of the old, you know, the classic space. Like these guys. Benny here. These are so simple and recognizable, and you've got the new ones that have a really like complicated, almost overly designed look in my mind. They do have those colors. I like that they have the different colors, but I would rather them honestly have like a entirely green or entirely blue, whatever color they are, instead of this multicolor nonsense. Shenanigans.
Oh man, this figure is so freaking hype.
You gotta pull out the pauldron.
Yeah. Is this a pauldron? I assumed it was Vader's cape.
You'll have both in there.
Oh, there he is. Oh, that's so cool.
I prefer the classics. I rarely get printed leggings at Kinetic Bricks. Same, yeah. It definitely is crazy to me just how iconic some of these Lego minifigures are. Even without the detail, you know, like you can just have a simple torso and legs and it still has that iconic look to it. Let's reassemble the Rang. As it breaks apart. I see. But yeah, overall, this is a great set. I really enjoyed it. Not one that I would usually buy, I think, but I do have, teaser, a project coming up that is space related. So this is in the vein of that project. Very excited to work on that. Dylan said, bro, when are you going to do a Spider-Man versus Batman video? Whenever I get the time. I am like stretched thin between projects. The most you guys are going to get from me these days are, you know, some Instagram stories about what I'm working on, and then these live streams every week. That's pretty much what I got in me right now.
Those live streams are a good time. At least being in front of the camera. I hope you guys are having a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, did you just answer that?
I'm not sure.
Bro, when did you do a Spider-Man version?
Oh,
Oh, you did. You did. All right, see, got to do my world cover homework. Oh, okay.
See you later.
You trying to
See
cover
you later,
the world?
Taz. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out.
What is world cover?
Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. We're about to see the big reveal of the Fives minifigure, so stick around for that.
Why is there a little clear 1x1 next to Vader? It seems odd. Okay, well anyways, Fives is coming along. I'm just trying to find all the pieces for the backpack.
There we go. And the ring is reassembled. This, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Interstellar.
Ooh.
Remember when he's like, Tars, spin! And he's like trying to spin the spaceship to dock with it underneath. And the music's like, bum, bum, bum. I got to animate a Lego video for economics.
No
That's cool.
way. That's awesome.
That's a great way to spend your economics class time.
Is Dylan an animator? Do I know Dylan?
Maybe.
Cool.
Maybe,
I want
maybe.
to see your animations. What's your YouTube channel? Well, actually, it's probably Dylan Campbell. Kinetic Bricks. When are you going to do Minecraft stuff? May do a little world or something.
Oh, nice. I have never been like a big Minecraft fan. Nothing against the game or the sets, but I only own one Minecraft set, and it's that little poly bag. And I have a couple figures for it, but I have definitely feel like I'm not very equipped to do Minecraft accurately. But there are some really good Minecraft animators out there who, or even like creators. My buddy Ross, Anti-Stud, has made some Minecraft videos over on his channel, so you can go check those out. He's working on building like a big, massive Minecraft world as well. So those are cool. And then you can check out. There's some other animators out there who do some like official Minecraft work through Lego, which is really cool. So.
Oh heck yeah! All right, he's done.
Oh, shall we show him off?
Yeah, let's show off 5s.
Here we go. We're zoomed in.
All right, here he is. Oh, and he looks so freaking good.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Nice.
The detail.
Printing, leg printing.
The guns are great too. I love those.
Yeah, they're real
Those
nice.
molds.
Dylan, you're way too scared to do YouTube.
Oh no, you got to do it, man.
YouTube's the place to share your work, to inspire others.
That or Instagram, wherever you like.
Instagram's great too, yeah.
All right, guys. This is gonna wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to Christopher for joining and hanging out. It's been another fun stream. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. We're gonna be doing this again every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Really happy with how this ship turned out, and hopefully we'll have another guest. Maybe it's Christopher again next week. Maybe it's not. On next week, we're not sure what we're going to be building as always, but hope you guys had a great time and enjoyed the stream. Make sure to like this video. Go check out Bricker Builds and follow them on Instagram and all their stuff that they're doing. Some really cool stuff coming out for May the 4th, right?
Oh yeah,
coming up very soon.
Some good stuff. Yep.
Yeah, here we like to do. We'll do this. We'd like to do a sign off here. So why don't you hold Benny?
Thanks for having me on the stream. It was a good time.
Yeah. We're gonna do our classic waving sign off here. All right, you ready? We just gotta wave and say goodbye. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Have a good week, everybody. Bye. You gotta wait till.